All right. There's something weird going on with my Discord. It's being mirrored on the stream right now. I don't know how to fucking fix it. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Anyway, this is the seventh episode of what we're now calling Saucers and Sorcerers. Um, this may be the season closer. Um, I'm I'm certainly setting it up that way. Um, so hope everybody enjoys, and we'll see what happens. So, does everybody remember? Silk, did you happen to listen to the last? It's okay. You got to do you. Real life comes first. I was just curious. So basically, the crew. Yeah, go ahead. Um, it was somewhere between 4 and 10. Somewhere between 4 and 10. Yeah. Yeah. Also, they broke into or they didn't break into a museum. They kind of hypnotized a museum curator and stole some Egyptian artifacts. That is what happened. Yeah, everybody in the party knows about it. Premonitions, yeah, no problem. Can't find my goddamn hair tie. All right. Let's see. Premonitions. Oh, and before we go too far, everybody make sure they have goals written down up to three. If you don't have three, try to think of something soon. And then if you have any goals that you feel like if you fulfilled them, you can get rid of them. Um, if you don't think they're relevant, you can get rid of them. No, you kind of, if you fulfill them, you're supposed to come up with a new one. I don't think you have creeped them out. Since you said, yeah, since you set the goal, you haven't creeped him out. You've been working with him, probably. I did not address it because you weren't here. There is a 0% chance that I will remember to address anything you guys want me to address if you're not here to enforce that I address it. I will forget. All right. So with your 12 Spectro, I think I think you touch something in the ship, like you're observing the bridge and the contraptions on the bridge, and they have like a strange it kind of almost looks like a what's the word I'm looking for? Altar. It's not quite an altar, but it's not yeah, whatever it is, it's not technological. Um and it's made of some sort of strange bluish rock. And when you touch it, um you have this premonition, and you see a much larger ship come from basically from behind the moon, and then it flies down into the atmosphere and hovers above New Mexico, and then uh, do you remember the colossal crawler that you guys had a report of, or you were following the tracks? Yeah, yeah. So this one of those is released from the large ship, and it touches down in New Mexico, and it starts dropping off smaller crawlers as it makes its way towards Roswell. And then you snap back into um, your time. I think that's possible. Let me see. Um, there's not really much in here for dealing with that kind of stuff. So I think to get that out intact, will probably be an act under pressure roll. And if you fail, then you damage it. Someone's very good at it, but they're not here right now. We do have to discuss where Betty's been anyway. So, where do you think Betty was while this was all going on? You had planned on doing this ambush that you missed. Uh huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, so why don't we wrap that up and then we'll get to the rest of the crew. You also used luck last time you played, and and your next mission from the agency comes with a lot of red tape. So I think um, you get approval to go out on this mission. Um, the red tape is they don't want anybody to know that the agency's involved. The agencies they've made it clear to you. This person who has better connections than you, is higher up in the agency than you, wants to make sure that you understand that the agency's name is to be left out of it. It's more important than saving the world to this person. They're not taking the threat as seriously as they should. Um, they kind of regard you as uh, like a noob, and they don't quite believe that the threat is on as large a scale as you have um, communicated to them. So um, basically, they want you to cover up as much involvement of the agency as you possibly can, and that's your red tape. You have to be really careful not to um, expose the agency. Do you want to roll your beginning of the session move? Silk? Do we can people hear me? Okay. We lost Silk. Okay. Are you back? All right. Then we'll move on for now. So I think probably I'm trying to set it up so that Betty now I can hear you. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Did you hear anything I said? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, then I think that you can arrive at the location basically as these guys are finishing up the fight. But yeah, you're in order to prevent the cover up from the government, you have to cover up for the agency. That's your red tape. So, all right. Yeah. Jonathan, you could try to remove the thing if you like. No. I don't think incorporeal makes it easier to remove corporeal objects. I mean, Jonathan is not a delicate man, and this is a delicate job. So that's up to you whether or not you think this would. Does does Doctor Spectre say that while looking at Doctor Watney? It looks like a computer system built into the bridge of a spaceship. Yes. Let me see if I can't fix that. Uh, Discord is up. Yeah, I'm having trouble with it today. I don't know why. I don't know why there's so much problems with this. Desktop audio. Okay. Mic auxiliary is working. All right. Why don't I don't know why this is being such a pain in the ass. It says that Discord's up. Somebody talk. Yeah, none of the audio is working except for my microphone. It should be working. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I could see that the audio is not working on the audio mixer, but I have no idea why. Mm-hmm. Audio. Okay, desktop audio. Headset. Okay. Try talking now.
Talk, 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 talk,
All right,
talk.
I think everybody should be able to hear you now. I see the thing going up. Hey, Discord, can you now hear everybody? The mixer's going up. The what's it called? The audio mixer is saying that you can be heard now.
Well, that's good. Oh, he says he think it worked. Okay, we're good.
All right, cool.
All right, yeah.
Thank
So
you, Adam.
this is a computer.
All right, it should
And
be
Dr.
working now. Go ahead.
Dr. Watney has definitely read about computers, even if it's mostly theoretical at this point.
Having flashbacks to like the modern campaign. Oh, I've definitely read about cell phones.
Well, I'm justifying this, or I'm saying this to justify using the move that lets me use sharp instead of cool. Yeah, I'll try to give it a shot.
You also got to look at the alien technology that would help with that as well.
Like,
Yeah, it
like,
wouldn't be your first time
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
this.
All right, yeah. So I will try. Oh, that's a good roll.
Nice.
Yeah, Dr. Watney is able to slowly and expertly remove the device without damaging it.
Jonathan just huffs in the background as he puts his clothes back on.
I was just going to
Jonathan!
tear it out.
Go loot the lab.
See, I can be delicate when I need to. And he winks at Rosie.
She like raises an
I
eyebrow,
wish she
like
hadn't done that.
she just looks at him very confused, like, what?
Stacked his
I-
full eyes.
I just like the idea of Jonathan going through this lab, like just sweeping everything on a table into a sack with his arm, just like giant
butt naked.
Undertaker arms. Yeah,
That's
no,
totally
it's
back
Usually what
on.
happens, he doesn't bother putting his like leather jacket on. He just uses it as a sack, so he's just running around in his pants. He's got a couple things stuffed in his hat. What, you want
we
this
should.
old Germanic soul to go raiding? Okay.
He got to pillage where no man has pillaged before.
Orc pillaging.
All right.
We should leave as quickly as we can. We don't know if there will be retribution coming.
I figured that was a standard given.
Yes, let's hurry up and get out of here.
Okay, so
Plan.
I guess we all
Yeah,
get in the cars and load up the aliens. And
we have
aliens in the
plenty of
trunk.
vehicles now. I we have a vehicle, and I'm gonna grab Maggie also and put her in my car.
Betty, she's not looking good.
Yeah, what's she looking like?
She's acting weird.
So she is like dazed and out of it, and like walking around like she doesn't have all her faculties with her.
Dr. Watney's gonna walk up to Betty and like sort of tap her on the shoulder and like motion away from Maggie. And he'll, when you take a couple steps away, he'll whisper in your ear, I felt something in her arm. I think there's some kind of implant in there. I don't know what it is or what it will do, but it could be some kind of spy technology.
Yeah,
or something.
let's get a little farther down the road, and there's a truck stop not far from here. Let's go there, and we'll do some roadside surgery real quick and see if we can't figure out what it is.
I'm not that kind of doctor.
That's okay. I'm close enough.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to get her back to the retreat?
No, we're going to stop at some place inconspicuous along the way.
I mean,
And
you're in New Mexico.
yeah, truck stop.
Or just desert or whatever.
Okay, so we're just away from where we were, like, and pull off, and no cats on the desk. And Rosie, if you would, could you manage a sleep charm on my friend here to make her more comfortable?
Sure. I could probably do that. Can I lean over and like very carefully just like pluck one of her hairs?
She's not. Nobody's gonna stop you.
I mean, she's not really lucid, so
Right.
you can
But you know, for
go ahead
her
and
potential comfort.
pluck away.
Okay. Do you want me to roll to see if I actually put her to sleep, or?
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm killing her. That's awful. I'm not putting her to sleep like
You're
that.
administering magical
Anesthesia.
anesthesia.
There we go.
Aesthetic, yeah.
And I got my forward because I got my hair. God damn it! It's
Yeah,
followed me.
Yeah, you've not been rolling well. You'll be leveling a lot though.
Yeah, look, I leveled up again. Great, fun times. So happy.
So you did put her to sleep in that sort of way, I guess.
I accidentally kill
All
her.
right, let's see what happens.
Bad.
I think it probably has a problematic side effect.
I put someone else in the car to sleep too.
Oh, maybe
That's how your
the-
magic works.
Yeah, who's falling asleep?
So I think you put everybody in the car asleep except for yourself and the subject.
Oh,
I think it backfires. You pull a Ron and everybody starts spitting up slugs.
oh,
And by slugs, I mean everybody in the car is passed out now.
Falling asleep.
oh.
It's a
Fuck.
good thing you stopped and you weren't driving.
Oh.
Oh, right?
All right, so who was there other than Betty? Was anybody else there?
I was hoping.
Sorry, you
Doc-
cut out. What did you say?
Dr. Watney was there?
Because we knew where the thing was in her arm.
Okay, so Dr. Watney and Betty are passed out.
Do I have any
He was
idea?
in a different car. I don't know if that makes a difference. He has his own car.
Well,
We pulled over.
You guys
We're-
pulled
so
over.
you would- Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Oh, so
Betty
he's-
Betty wanted you to help with finding the implant.
Okay. Was he still in his car, or had he
So,
come over to our car?
Well, I imagine you wouldn't have begun doing this until everybody was there. So
Okay.
I think you basically you knocked out Watney and Betty.
Fuck. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh.
It's like Spectro and Jonathan. And wait, where is Stack? Was Stack here too?
I'm sure he wouldn't have left Rosie behind, so I suppose he's probably here too.
Were you in the car with me, Stack?
He probably was giving Rosie a ride to wherever they were going to first.
So here's the.
You
Is
might-
he
you might-
still in
You
his
might have
car
stayed in your own
waiting?
car.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
he in his
Yeah,
car
he had his
waiting?
own car waiting still.
Okay, so did Spectro and Jonathan pull over as well? Are they waiting also?
No, hell no.
Okay. So it's just Rosie with some passed out people, a very out of it person who got experimented on, and Stack sitting in his car.
I think Rosie's gonna clamber out of the back seat, and like wave at Stack, like get out of the car, come here.
What did you do now?
It backfired. I was trying to put her to sleep, and she motions at Maggie, and I accidentally put everyone else to sleep.
All right, well, how do we wake him up?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never had to wake somebody up before. This is kind of a I've cast this spell and then have hightailed it out of there kind of situation. Didn't stick around till they came to. Can I like shake Betty to see if anything happens?
Yeah, that doesn't help. You kind of put them into like we described it as anesthesia.
Yeah.
So they're like out.
Oh, great.
Can you like punch really hard?
I'm not punching Betty in the face
No!
really hard.
No! Could you
No,
just
no.
not?
Punch Watney.
No! Could you? I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck up again. Can you knock her out?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not punching some random woman very hard.
Oh, I don't know what to do. We're gonna just have to sit here and wait then.
I guess we're sitting here and waiting. Unless you want to try
Jack
doing your
have magical power?
unless you want to try doing your thing again to wake him up.
Stack could try too. Stack also knows magic.
Yeah, come on, Stack.
Yeah. Alright, let me see if I can fix your problem. What
Are you
roll?
waking them up or just knocking her out? Because otherwise, we're gonna have to do surgery on our own.
Waking them up.
Okay.
So what do we do to wake him up, minion?
Just roll magic.
Alright, here's my weird.
We're rolling as if it was doing one thing beyond human limitations.
Please. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you were able to wake them up. Like I don't know what is that magic like for is it like throwing like magical cold water on their faces or
Yep, pretty much. He even makes the cold water. He even makes the bucket motion.
just throws a imaginary bucket full of magic on them.
Yep. And it's all of a sudden just like a big splash of cold water.
All right, you guys wake up like suddenly. It feels like somebody splashed you with cold water.
Betty, I'm so sorry.
Betty jolts upright and like starts like touching her clothes like she should be wet. I take it that didn't go well.
No, I'm so sorry. I mean, it worked great on you and Watney, but it didn't put her out.
Okay. Well, I've got another option. I was just hoping for something a little easier. So Betty's gonna go into her med kit, and she probably has a little morphine. And she will give Maggie a small dose of morphine, hoping that does the trick.
All right, that could be part of your roll.
Okay. So what's my medic roll? Cool.
I don't know. I can look it up. Yes. It is cool.
Saw that thing.
What? There you go.
And out like, hey, where in her arm did you see it?
You that wasn't like a complete sentence.
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah, you
I
cut
think
out or
you're
something.
asking me a question?
I think we are losing Silk again.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna dictate what happens. So she's basically digging out a foreign object from this woman's arm. Yeah, it looks like a microchip. Betty's able to. Hey, can you hear us now? Betty's able to extract it, and if anybody wants to take a closer look at it, it just looks like a microchip.
I'm gonna hand it to Watney.
You're very faint, Silk.
I could turn her up.
I'm
I think
sorry,
she moved to her phone probably.
I did.
What is that thing?
I think Watney's gonna look a little queasy, and he's gonna say,
Remarkably, it doesn't have any blood on it.
"Well, interesting."
Yeah,
Um,
it's like covered in a material, and the blood doesn't stick to it. It kind of like just runs right off.
It's some kind of computing device. Let me study it for a moment. I guess I'll do a
Investigate.
investigate mystery.
Okay. All right, you get 1 hold.
Just trying to remember the what could it do?
All right, you're pretty sure it's a tracking device.
I think this is some kind of geolocational tracking device. Good that we thought this out before we went anywhere important.
Yeah, why don't you leave that, well, smash that, leave it here, and we'll get back to the retreat. And then we're gonna have to check our alien friends for any more of them.
Why don't we could use this. They
Where-
don't know we have it
That's a
as far
good
as I know.
question. Where are the aliens? Where did Jonathan put them?
How many
They're
could
with
fit-
They're all in the
us.
how
various
many could
trunks.
fit in the
Probably 3 in each trunk.
They are with us. Bold of you to assume otherwise.
How many aliens can you fit in the trunk of a 1959 Chevy Bel Air?
Probably a
Some of them
lot.
can fit in the back seat.
Quite a
Because
few.
the computer is in the back seat. The computer and the rest of our loot is in the back seat.
I would think you could fit at least 3 in your trunk, maybe 4. They're
And
not
then we have
big.
the back seat.
We have 4 aliens in our trunk.
Where are the other 3? Did you give them the like Watney or something?
Are they in our back
Um,
seat?
No, you can't have aliens in the back seat. I told you the computer and the loot is in the back seat. Yeah, I guess we'd have given him the Watney.
There in Watney's trunk.
Yeah, I should have figured that out before. And like most of them were not unconscious, so they're like conscious. Did you tie them up or?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they're all tied up and they're in the trunks of people's cars, and you guys are stopped at a truck stop.
Oh, jeez.
Why don't you guys roll and act under pressure to act cool so that nobody like gets suspicious of just one of you has to roll it.
Who has the best cool?
Probably Betty.
Hey, Betty.
That's a
No.
7. On a 7 to 9, the keeper's going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay.
Spend luck.
Well, it's not a failure. So I'll give you a I'm gonna give you a price to pay. So the price to pay for stopping here and doing this is that some of the truckers notice notice that there's something in Watney's trunk. And one of them comes up and says, hey, what you got? Like while Watney's getting back into his car, he says, hey, what you got back there?
These back there. It's just some livestock from my farm.
You put livestock? in the trunk of your car. I think you're gonna have to roll a manipulate if you're gonna lie to him like that.
Yes, it's I don't want them to dirty up my nicely detailed car. All right. A 9. Okay.
A 9. All right.
Oh
So
no.
9. They'll believe you, but yeah, you have to do something for them right now to show that you mean it. And he says,
I
"Livestock, huh? Well, why don't you show me that it's livestock? Prove it to me.
Oh my god,
Otherwise,
can
I'm gonna call the police because it seems like you might have a person back there.
Hey, Minion, do I see this going down?
Probably.
Did I see what truck the guy came from?
You can investigate.
All right. I have a plan. It's a terrible plan. You should let me do this.
shouldn't do it.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
no.
All right.
Do you-
So on a miss, you reveal some information to the monster or whoever you're talking to. He might ask you questions which you have to answer. All right. So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out what truck the guy came from.
I know that. What are you trying to do that for?
So I can cause a distraction.
What are you gonna do to his truck, Phil?
Haven't decided that part yet.
Okay, so you're pretty sure you know which truck is his.
Oh boy. Okay. What am I gonna do? All right, go back to Watney for a minute.
He's got his arms crossed and he's tapping his toe. He's like, "Well, I'm waiting."
So it's not exactly a farm so much as it is an exotic game ranch. And these are there's some javelinas in here, and I was just going to open the trunk when I got into the enclosure so that they could just jump out and I wouldn't have to physically move them again because they're quite dangerous. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not buying it. You're not showing him any proof.
like this is my hunting rifle back here, back from a friend who sadly passed away from his injuries after the war. And he points at the M1 Garand in his back seat.
He looks at that and he looks at you and then he looks at your trunk, which he can audibly hear something like bumping around in there, and he goes, "Uh-huh, it's Havoline, as you said,
Yeah, they're pretty
and you just so happen to
common.
bring an M1 Grand with you to go hunting for javelinas that are still alive in the trunk of your car."
Well, no, I just have my hunting rifle in the back seat.
Yes, I'm sure you've been hunting with that rifle.
Oh my god, Stack, you need to do something or Rosie's gonna step
So then
in.
he's just gonna say, "All right, well, you have a good night, sir." And then he starts to like casually walk away, and he like keeps turning and looking at you over his shoulder.
We need to go.
And then he, like, when he gets like a decent distance away, you see him run for the phone booth.
This is bad.
Can
Can I use magic to blow up the phone booth?
You could. That's a thing that magic could be used for.
Just straight like break the phone from a distance.
Phil, you could also use your magic to make his truck start rolling away.
No, Phil wants carnage.
Okay.
I mean, Jonathan's
The eye
not
patch or
there.
anything.
Jonathan's not there, so
No, but Sarah's just like, whoa.
Maybe not make the phone explode, but at least break the phone from a distance.
I mean, you can use your fucking ice magic on it. For sure.
Freeze the phone booth shut.
I don't want to go that far.
Alright, so I'm going to mention that you're at a truck stop. There's more than one phone.
That's
There's a lot more than one phone.
What's the what was the downside for the failed roll
Which failed roll?
for the Phil made trying to figure out which truck was the guy's?
I was gonna pick the wrong truck.
I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, basically Arthur is not thinking right. Essentially,
No, he's not.
he's doing a good job of acting like he's not thinking right.
Shit.
Betty's gonna bring her car around to Watney's car and say, "Hey, Agent Watney," she says with a bit of like a wink. "I think it's time we get on the road." Kind of trying to remind him that the motherfucker has an FBI badge and could maybe use it to get out of situations like these, but too late now. Let's go.
Well, yeah, but
And then
he didn't.
and then she drives off.
use that. Watney is going to look around for the nearest truck,
Uh-huh.
and then he's going to run over to it and take the tracking device and stick it somewhere that it wouldn't fall off easily,
Okay. Yeah, you could do
just
that.
to put them off our trail.
Oh, fucking poor guy.
I wonder if it's the same truck. That'd be funny.
And how does everyone think that Spectro is the asshole?
Well, because he is. Nobody ever
Yeah,
said
because
that. Nobody ever said that everybody else here is cool.
This is the start of Dark Side Watney. All right. Yeah, and then he's gonna run back to his car and head out.
All right. So you head out.
Yeah, Stack's leaving.
Stack's leaving.
Rosie's
Every-
in Stack's car now, so
Everybody's leaving. Okay.
Which car was the lady in?
Betty's.
All right. So you guys get down the highway a little bit, and Watney, you notice red and blue lights in your rearview mirror.
Oh my god.
Rosie, get ready.
To do what?
That was fast.
You get a few miles away. I mean, they're highway patrolmen. They hang out on the highway.
Are they like close?
They have a vehicle description. They're behind you. They're not far, but like right now they're giving you the chance to pull over.
Okay, so
Stop.
they know that I'm in this. Like they know that this is the car.
Yeah, they have a description of your car.
And they're close enough where they know, like they see it. Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
why they're pulling you over. You passed them. They were like behind a sign or something. So they got the description of your car, and they heard that it was heading in this direction.
Um. All right, I'm gonna roll panic button. He's gonna try to get back to the base as fast as he can.
You're gonna try to outrun the cops?
He's
I
got
mean,
a
he
fairly
has
new
a
car
thing,
in
yeah.
decent condition.
Yeah, if he succeeds, he can do it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Come on, RNG gods. Oh, no. That's a luck point. Luck point. Luck point. Luck point.
All right.
No, I want to see you at a telephone pole with those fucking aliens in your trunk.
Okay. When you spend luck, you'll find something weird, maybe even useful. Let's see about that later.
How much luck do you have left? I'm just curious.
4.
4.
Yeah, Watney's spent the most, I believe.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we have a lot of luck. Because no one really, we were all saving it for the end game, and it's the end game now, I guess.
I was saving it so I didn't hurt other people.
All right, so Watney, you're able to evade the police. You take some back roads. You got a nice fast car. There's other cars, so I would imagine like Stack would know how to like run interference and basically be a thorn in the cop's side, slow them down a little bit. It sounds like something Stack would be able to do.
Stack
So
would relish the chance.
yeah, so between like the 3 vehicles on the road and Watney's driving skills and new car, Watney's able to get away. All right. Hey, you get away
Alright.
from
We
the
have just fucked off
you
completely.
outrun the popo. Yeah, you guys are going. All right. So where were you guys
Outrun
going?
the
Were you going
popo.
back to the
Um,
lab or were you going back to the retreat?
is the lab significantly is there a significant difference between the lab and the retreat?
I figured, like,
Yes, actually, and I'm thinking of it now, like with the stuff that we probably go to the lab.
yeah,
But Betty's first instinct is always to go back to the retreat.
Yeah,
So
like if it's not like an hour further for the lab, like if they're roughly equidistant, or even if the
They're
lab is
not
further,
super far from each other. They're in town.
right? Then you go to
yeah,
the lab.
yeah. We
Okay.
have prisoners and we have a bunch of alien tech.
Yeah, we need to talk to. We need to get someone. We need to
We
contact
need to
someone.
unload these.
Yeah.
Vincent Price, ah!
All right. So are you like letting them know what's going on and getting them to come out and help? Or is
Yeah.
Jonathan just gonna
So we'll,
start fireman carrying Grays into the fucking place?
no. We're
Aw.
gonna. Jonathan, make sure you hold on to one of their weapons. I think it might be more than a match for your shotgun.
I will tuck it into my bloodied pants. And
So I'm just going to. I guess there's got to be a checkpoint that we have to go through before we get in, and it is the middle of the fucking night.
Yeah, there's like a gate guard.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I give my ID. I imagine they recognize me.
Yep, and he
You must
says,
contact Dr. Weiss and the base commander immediately. It is a most urgent matter.
"All right, I'll put in a call right now." And he starts dialing and picks up the phone.
Um. Yeah. So
He
I don't know if
raises
there's
the arm for you so you can drive in.
I don't know if is there like a hangar or a warehouse area or like a loading dock area.
I would imagine there's at least a loading dock area.
All right, so that's like if it's as long as it's like inside, like it's in a building, that's where Spectra will take the car. Um, shit. Hmm. Sarah, I don't think we can get away with sacrificing one of these aliens before anyone else shows up at this point.
are you sure?
we had a full-on backseat, fall asleep beforehand operation, plus trouble with
We've got
truckers. I
time.
think
They were
I think we
outrunning
got
the
time.
police.
No,
Hey, you
no,
guys are well ahead of them.
I mean, like,
Let's do it. Let's do it. This is our chance.
So what are you trying to do? Interrogate them?
sacrifice one.
Oh, you're sacrificing one. All right, what are you
We need to
sacrificing? What's
use
the purpose of sacrificing one?
That's
Just
the
to
thing.
I need
do
it
it?
for Kane.
We don't know. We don't know what it would do. We don't know like how this works. Like we don't even know like if we have to pull out their heart. What's the heart? What counts as the heart in this creature?
Okay.
To do a live vivisection turns into a sacrifice.
I don't even. I mean, is there a procedure to like store something's soul for later?
Phylactery?
Let me
Base.
see if there's anything in basic moves.
I wouldn't do that near Pinsent Vice though.
I feel like it's something you could do with big magic.
Okay, it will be a big magic thing.
Listen,
All right, you need to experiment with the spell. There will be a lot of failures before you get it right.
Oh, okay. All right.
we'll
Yeah,
respect
I
some
think I think
creativity.
because
Okay.
we got the base commander and Dr. Vice coming. I don't think we can risk this as much as I want to. We'll get one later. If they invade, we'll have a bunch of chances.
Wait, why are you sacrificing them?
You're not there.
I know,
Alright.
but Carly's curious.
Because it's
Because
something to do.
and think of it this way: if a sacrifice is a gift to a demon or a god, what better gift than something they've never tasted before, the soul of an alien? How much power would that be? Or at least that's what's going through Dr. Spectro's mind.
It's a delicacy.
I mean, yeah,
Galactic delicacy.
like the idea behind a sacrifice is you sacrifice something valuable or something rare. This doesn't exist on Earth. You can't get much more rare than that. And it's a sentient being. Double. I
mean,
figure whatever
makes sense to me.
I figure whatever monstrous outer being Spectro is actually dealing with would appreciate this. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to. I don't think we're gonna be able to pull this off and not get caught. That's the big thing.
Alright, we'll just,
We'll have to do it
we'll
later
move on to it.
boards.
Right.
All right, so we're just gonna wait then, I guess.
All right.
Take some blood off your face.
So, Betty, are you headed back to the base?
Yeah, if we talk, then yeah, it makes sense with the technology and the alien hostages.
All right.
So yeah,
So everybody's heading back there.
Betty's got a visitor's pass to show to the gate guard and says that she's there to see
Well,
Dr.
Watney gets
Spectro
there
Watney.
first, but because he was driving like a maniac. But I'm just trying to
Well,
figure
right,
out
right.
where everybody's doing.
As soon as Dr. Watney gets there, Spectro's gonna tell him, Dr. Watney, explain to Jonathan how to use this weapon.
Ah, I don't know how to use this weapon.
This
Can't
is
be that hard.
when Dr. Watney gets the eyebrow. This is when Dr. Watney gets the eyebrow so hard.
Oh, explain to me how to use Chinese magic.
Easily.
Chinese magic. Jesus.
Northern, southern,
Oh, he uses Egyptian
coastal.
magic.
Well, look at it. Figure it out. Isn't this what you do?
It's what both of us do, I thought.
Give me. I'm just gonna go practice. I need to get out of here for a little bit.
What are you practicing?
With the gun.
Oh, you're just gonna
Until he
go.
makes it work.
You're gonna go shoot.
Yeah.
Which gun are you using?
The space gun.
All right, so you're using one of the
So can we
laser
shoot some
pistols.
coyotes?
Yes.
Are you shooting? Are you firing lasers at coyotes?
Yeah. Or cans of and stuff when I can find them.
Cactus.
Cactus. Snake. Rock.
All right.
Cloud, I don't like.
Dr. Spectro is going to intervene. This is a military base, Jonathan. You
mean,
cannot just practice here.
They probably have like a firing range.
Yeah.
Full weapons range.
They have like an indoor firing range.
Fine, I'll go in the practice range.
I was gonna go shoot coyotes in the street, but
It's okay for you to shoot coyotes with space lasers, but I can't shoot coyotes with space lasers.
What the hell, Spectro? So Jonathan is gonna go practice with his new gun because there's a bunch of blood smells, and it's hard for him to focus, I feel like.
Okay. You just
What are the stats on this thing?
let me see. I think it probably does 3 harm.
Okay, so I'll just basically use my shotgun stats for it.
It'll be different than a shotgun, but
Oh yeah, but like, it's the 3 harm. I can look at it and be like, oh yeah.
Maybe it does heat damage or something, or fire damage.
And we wouldn't be able to repair it or fix it or anything. So if anything goes wrong, it's bust. At least at the moment.
all right. Yeah. So Jonathan's doing that. Are you gonna investigate this thing or what?
Well, I guess we'll get all of the alien tech that we scavenged all into the lab. And then I guess
All right.
Watney will go find Dr. Weiss.
All right. Well, at that time, I think everybody would be able to show up. So Rosie and Betty um, and Stack show up.
Okay. So where would we most likely be to find them? Should we go to the office?
I think you guys probably know where Watney's lab is.
Okay.
Stack definitely does because he hung out there for an entire day, just
Um,
watching Watney
Spectre is
work.
going to be staying with the car until other people arrive.
Okay, good, because somebody needs to get the rest of these aliens out of the trunks.
All right.
And you know what? If Spectro sees a guard, he's gonna send a runner. Like if he sees like someone on patrol, like just like a regular soldier, he'll send a runner for them to bring a platoon here.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that or?
No. So I think Vice shows up and he's got like a cleanup crew and they're here to extract everything. And he says, I trust that it went well.
We achieved the objectives. As when we left, the craft was still grounded. And I'll tell him whatever the site that it was where we set the ambush. It may still be there if you wish to send a further recovery team. And then he'll just open the trunk.
And he goes, interesting. Yeah, I'll send a team right now. And then he turns to some of the guys and he gives one of them orders and says, go out to this location, and he gives them coordinates and he says, take several trucks out there, take at least 20 men, and get everything you can. If you see anything in the sky that you can't describe, drive out of there as fast as possible. Get everything here that you can. And
And this will be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And this will be most useful to you as well. Dr. Watney extracted the console they used to control their crab walkers.
Good. We'll try to get it up and working, and maybe we can get those crab walkers out here.
Yeah, other than and Watney's going to at this point clutch his pretty nasty burn wound on his arm. Yeah, other than a few injuries, mostly superficial. You know, this mission seemed to be a resounding success.
Very good. Very good. We just have to prepare. there may be a response to this. They may leave, but they may also respond. We have to be ready for anything.
On that note, I did find they had implanted some kind of tracking chip in our volunteer. We removed it, and I placed it onto a vehicle a civilian vehicle. That may throw them off our trail for a little bit. Give us a little bit more time to prepare.
Well, I hope so. So, all right, and then he gets the men that are following him to bring the aliens and the equipment into the facility.
I would like access to one of the visitors. It would help me prepare supernatural assistance in case there is an invasion.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, did people hear me?
Heard you.
Okay. So is Vice gonna let us grab an alien?
Just do whatever you need to do.
Okay, they're just gonna they're gonna leave one in the one will stay in the trunk.
Okay.
We'll leave it in the trunk.
Okay, you got one in your trunk.
Oh my god.
All right, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to
We're
take
gonna
the
take him
alien
back.
home?
We're gonna take him back to my mystical library and we're gonna pull him apart and learn what
Do you
makes
get me
aliens
from
tick
the
from a
firing
magical
range?
perspective. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, Jonathan can't miss out on this.
Woo! We
I
just gotta
figure this
keep
would
the
be
cats
big
from eating it.
magic.
Alright, we're gonna go have a house party.
All right, so
But
your
that can wait if people want to RP. I figure this is kind of like a scene where we should RP together before we all go our separate ways. So I'm not like we got to
yeah.
do that now,
Hold
now, now.
hold on 1 second. Sarah, your laser pistol, it does 3 harm. Um, it has the fire descriptor, which means it sets things on fire. It is it has the far descriptor and the um, useful descriptor.
Dope. I have it written down.
All right, yeah. If you guys want to have a scene, you can have a scene. Everybody's here.
Friends, I have reason to believe that one of their larger craft is waiting in the shadow of the moon. I have reason to believe it will come and deploy a much larger version of the crab walkers, similar to the one we believe threatened the Billy the Kid Museum.
Oh,
Forgot what
Billy the
town
Kid
that is.
Museum.
I forget what
Fort
town that was
Sumner?
also. Yeah,
Fort Sumner.
yes,
Fort
that's it.
Sumner.
I mean, what is Fort Sumner if not the Billy the Kid
The Billy
Museum?
the Kid Museum. Oh. You have another vision there, Doc?
I did.
Anything else you can give us from that?
Unfortunately, that is all.
All right, then I guess we're gonna have to learn as much as we can in order to foil the potential giant robot scenario. I mean, it's not like we can just hop off behind the moon and knock knock, ask him to leave.
Dr. Watney, you may wish to oversee attempting to get government resources in place. At this point, involving the armed forces would not be unwise.
Well, priority number one right now for me is get my arm patched up because this is pretty nasty. And then I'll do what I can on that front. Although I may be more useful in the lab than in trying to deal with bureaucracy and soldiers.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anybody who has harm still has it. We didn't have time between sessions for everybody to heal up, so you're gonna have to probably take care of that.
Cool.
I can do some medicing, and also see if we could see if anybody on base is available to help with the Healy bits too.
I wouldn't be against it. I'd rather you than one of them.
Is
Let's.
Jonathan hurt?
Jonathan has 3 harm.
As
Oh.
does Botany.
Okay, well, I can take a look at both of them. See.
Well, Jonathan is not alive, so he would probably stump the doctors at whatever medical facilities they have on base.
All right,
Yeah,
Jonathan.
I
Let's
think you're
Watney will go wander off
I
to
think
wherever
you're-
that is.
let's take a look at you, Jonathan. See if we can't patch you up a bit.
I think I might be better suited for this than you.
Oh well, I'm rolling anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Dr. Spectro
Got my roller
intensely as
popping up.
Betty gets very, very close. Do I need to roll and act under pressure?
To
Oh my gosh.
to not eat Betty, sure.
Please don't
Yes.
eat Betty.
Does it help that I was really good at fixing you up?
I guess we'll find out.
Sorry, Betty. Maybe you go to stitch something up and Jonathan just lashes out and tries to bite.
All right. So, are you biting Betty?
Can I say for roleplay effects that I don't I feel like I just managed to nip her, she pulls away quick enough,
Maybe
so I don't give
between
her the
Betty and
4.
Spectre, they're able to slow you down enough for her to.
Yeah, or that. Spectro sees this happening and just grabs me by the hair.
Hold on. Let me see. Sure. Yeah. Role play it out.
So I'm staring at Spectro and Jonathan's attention starts to waver and look more towards Betty, and you see his lips starting to peel back.
Spectro Spectro just plants his medallion in the middle of Jonathan's forehead. Just gives Jonathan a little no a little no juice. And just kind of the amulet goes up really fat, really brightly, and for a second, and kind of burns Jonathan on the forehead.
Oh great, now I have this fucking emblem burnt into my skin.
No, it's not enough to
Oh, it would be
obviously
funny
it's not
though.
enough to damage you because you're an undead thingy, but
Movement kind of
it's just
has
enough
Betty
to hurt.
momentarily startled, but not enough to get her off her roll. So she finishes up patching up Jonathan, and kind of looks at Spectro well, what was that? And that kind of question marky eyebrow looking kind of way. And is everything all right now?
Everything should be fine now.
So you
Spectre,
heal.
come on.
You heal Jonathan. What, 2 harm?
Let's see. On a 10 plus 2 harm, yes.
All right, Jonathan, you are healed 2 harm.
Spectre,
Watney, somebody's gonna
move
have
it.
to take care of you. Otherwise, you're gonna heal 1 harm a day.
Yeah, he wandered up to whatever med bay they've got.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, unless it's another character rolling on you, then you're healing at 1
Oh,
harm a
okay.
day.
Never mind then. Yeah, I guess he's waiting patiently.
Does Watney need patching up?
You're up, Doc.
Yeah, Watney needs patching up.
All right. Let's give it a shot. We're on a roll today.
Nice.
Stack
Alright.
needs patching up too.
Stack does need
Zach,
patching
do
up.
you need... Okay, well, like, just line them up. How about everybody else? Spectro, you good?
Nope.
Thank you, Miss
I'm
Betty.
fine.
No problem, Dr. Watney.
I am uninjured.
Okay.
Laser's hurt.
All right, so that
So it
heals.
seems.
That would heal Watney too, also.
Yes. And I'm sorry, my rolls are just loading very slowly, but it's
I see
on the
it.
way
It's a
for Stack.
14.
Oh,
Oh, okay. On for Stack 7.
No, it's 7. But 7 still gives us hold on, where did I put it?
Medic.
I can choose to heal 2 or stabilize the injury. So heal 2, because we don't need to stabilize.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Betty.
And if you receive
No problem, guys.
ongoing medical attention, you'll heal back 1 harm. So if Watney goes and sees the med bay, they'll keep him like by tomorrow he'll be back to normal. And since Stack is employed also, Stack can also do that. And obviously Jonathan can, but
No
I'm not
time,
sure how
only time
much
for
Jonathan
science.
I'm not sure how much Jonathan wants to submit himself to scientist doctors.
Not
Plus,
very.
Dr. Spectro can heal him with magic.
All right, then heal him.
Okay. I thought he was healed already.
He's healed 2 of 3. He's still
Oh, okay.
got 1 harm left.
You're just standing there with the medallion on his forehead, and John's like visibly uncomfortable.
I feel like it's grosser. I feel like, let me see. Let's see if I do this good or not. Okay. So what happens if I'm trying to heal someone using magic on an 8?
There's a glitch. Let's see what the glitch is. It'd be funny if you took a harm, but that's not what's gonna happen.
That's on the desk.
So I think it probably has a problematic side effect. We'll say that Jonathan is euphoric for a while.
Yeah. Everything's coming up, John.
You know what, Sarah? Think of it this way. Jonathan just completed a raid. He's just been on a successful raid. It is time to get absolutely shit faced off of Mead.
Yeah.
Not a lot of places to get decent meat in the 1950s, but
So I think this is I feel like Spectre honestly has seen John smile and laugh. This is like the first time everyone else has seen Jonathan smile and laugh, and he's kind of like stumbling around. He's having the fucking time of his life. Meanwhile, there's an alien invasion coming.
That tracks.
know exactly what you did to him, Doc, but the next time I'm on my heels, I'll take one of those. Thanks.
All right. Let's take a 5-minute break. So we'll be back at 9:12.
Sorry for having to disappear earlier. Work calls.
Hey man, it happens.
Yeah, it's just 24/7 around here some days.
I made a playlist for Ricky. Do you want me to send you the link?
Of course. Where is?
You know, I thought my arm would hurt more after getting the tattoo. But I'm feeling pretty good.
You got a tattoo?
Yeah.
You know why you feel so good?
Why?
Your body's releasing all the feel-good chemicals to combat the pain from the tattoo.
Yeah. Give me that dopamine.
That's exactly what your body is doing. It's releasing dopamine to fight the pain. Not that there's much pain with a tattoo, but your body thinks it's like, oh my god, I'm being stabbed over and over and over again. So it's releasing all the feel-good chemicals to make you not worry about it too much. Um, I was high as a kite and forgot my tattoo for a couple hours.
You're a good boy. You didn't go on the desk. I'm back.
Because my body just released all the feel-good chemicals. It was just like, woo, for a while afterward. Good times. I want to get another one.
Tattoo?
Yep.
That was my guess from Feel Good Chemicals and getting another one.
I haven't decided which one I want to get yet, though. I've got like 3 I want to get. 2 I probably will get.
Deadass, I want more Warhammer tattoos.
What's that?
I want more Warhammer tattoos.
Yeah, no thanks. Oh,
I'm back.
Welcome
I'm
back.
back. I'm dad.
Oh, you got me.
I'm allowed to get you like that, though.
I
I
know.
have a father.
I'm not debating. You fucking got me. Taste my own medicine.
So hey, Minnie,
Yeah.
are there any hitchhikers around this area? Like as we're driving back to Dr. Spectro's house, are there any hitchhikers?
What do you need a hitchhiker for? Are you sacrificing somebody?
Oh my god.
Nope. Got another plan. Jonathan needs a reward.
Oh
Jonathan's gonna go for it.
no.
Um,
I can just eat the aliens.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, I figured it had to be human.
It does say it has to be human.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So
You can
do
eat
we?
the aliens, but it's not going to sate your hunger.
So yeah.
Is
Do we find
everybody
a
back?
hitchhiker?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Welcome
I
back,
have never left.
everybody.
Uh, okay. Sounds like everybody's back. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could find somebody. Like you could find like a drifter or something.
Okay. So so I imagine the scene. It goes something like this. Um, it's like right before the commercial break, and Spectro and Jonathan are driving down the road. And in the highlights of the in the excuse me, the headlights of the Chevy Bel Air, you see a kind of shambly, shabby looking figure on the side of the road. They kind of turn their face over their shoulder as the car rolls up and pulls up next to them. Spectro gives Jonathan a hard look and just a firm nod.
Hmm.
The passenger side door opens and Jonathan steps out, all 7 odd feet, 310 pounds of Jonathan. And then the camera scrolls up to his face, and you just see his eyes go wide, and he makes the Bilbo reaching for the ring face, and then there's screams and blood, and then the camera goes to commercial.
And then it cuts back, and Jonathan's just like passed the fuck out in the passenger seat in a food coma.
It's like a kid who got too much warm milk.
Basically.
Jonathan's like best day ever.
Spectro. Spectro.
Yes, Jonathan. Yes, Jonathan.
I'm so glad you pulled me out of that Nazi science lab.
As am I.
And then we drive off tonight to our house.
All right. That happened.
Yes, it
What's
did.
everybody else doing?
Betty is taking Maggie back to the treat.
Okay. Rosie, Stack, Watney, what are they doing?
Stack's following Watney. Well, if he like, no, we're going home. I'm going home.
Yeah, go home. Botany has science to do.
If Stack's going home, that means Rosie's riding shotgun. She's probably bummed a cigarette from him.
All right. Is Watney going to be rolling that science roll we talked about?
Yeah, he's gonna try to. Will he need to take apart the crab walker controls to do it?
No. You have enough technology at your disposal at this point. You can
Alright.
you can try to make this.
Let's make this science roll. 9. What's that do?
I have to break open the thing. All right. We are looking at the mad scientist. Right? Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. What was the move called? I forget. Weird science.
First, you stick a bra on your head.
What? Okay, so it works like big magic. All right. All right, so I think the magic has a problematic side effect. I think Watney is probably radiation poisoned now. He's not quite. He's not a ghoul, but he's
Yeah.
given himself radiation sickness, which is a
All right.
thing that you guys don't have a lot of experience with in 1950.
Yeah. Well, we know that it's definitely a thing, and we know that it's bad, but we
Yeah.
just don't know.
But all we
don't know.
know is that it's a death sentence, really.
All right. So that's, I assume, a harm.
No,
is it
not
okay.
immediately. Not
Okay.
immediately. Basically, the way, what do they call it? There's a one thing that can happen where you get where your DNA is deleted, essentially, and you can no longer regrow cells. So you start to slowly decompose. I don't
Ugh.
think that quite happens to you, but it's not fun. It will start to affect you over time, though.
Yeah.
But you're able to make a power source that will um, work. It's a small cold fusion reactor that will
Nice.
work in the robot that Vice made.
Yeah, I think he'll. I guess he'll be doing some tests on it. It'll be going. He'll have those like dark science goggles on, and it'll be
Mhm.
like glow, like pulsing a green glow, kind of like a heartbeat. And Dr. Weiss walks in.
And he says, "It looks like you may have done it, Watney."
I think I have, Doctor.
And
I think I
he gives
have.
you like a slow clap. And he's like, "Amazing. All you needed was a little bit of this technology, and you're able to figure that out." Once
Oh,
we adapt this to the world, you could power the entire world. You're
oh, that would be lovely. We'll we'll try to make that happen after this. The immediate danger is past.
well, maybe we won't give any to the Russians, but we'll certainly keep some for us and our allies. Well, anyway, good work, Doctor. I knew you were the man to get the job done.
Thank you, Dr. Weiss.
Let's get this thing powered up. And he walks into his lab with where the robot is.
Yeah, and Watney follows him with the reactor.
Okay. So basically, Vice uses some machines because he's a robotics guy. Uses some machines to place the reactor into the. Let me pull up the picture of this again. Into the robot. There's the monster robot, and the eyes start to glow. And he has his own like terminal. It looks a lot like something that you find on what's the Fallout. Like it's one of them typewriter looking terminals.
Yeah.
And he starts typing things out, and the robot moves, and it actually is able to like hover. There's some sort of like jet propulsion, and he's like, "It's a miracle. I can't believe that you're able to create a power source that small that would work and power this robot. I've gotten it to move before, but I had to hardwire it, and it just wasn't useful that way. This is incredible."
Well, all it took was some ingredients from our guests.
Yes, yes. And we will destroy them with their own technology. Or at least chase them off. I'm going to be testing this some more. Watney, you've earned some rest. Why don't you go home and get a night's rest, or stop in at um, the medical bay and get them to take a look at you.
Yes, they could probably help me heal a little bit better. And what's the status on alerting, I guess, the military to potential threat?
Well, we've procured about as much help as we're going to get. Unfortunately, not many people are taking it very seriously. I was able to pull some strings and get some allies to help out with this, but well, hopefully we can get those crab tanks working, and we could get them working for us, and this and our associates' various abilities hopefully will get us through.
Let's pray that it's enough.
Yeah.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night. So, everybody goes to bed at some point. I think in the morning, like the opening scene in the morning is like a cop car out on the highway, and there's this like discarded body, and you see like a state trooper like going through everything, and he finds like this guy's identification, and you see it's got like blood on the ID, but like you see the name Jacob on there, and he says, I don't know what kind of animal could have done this, but certainly looks like an animal attack to me. And he's talking to another deputy, and they kind of just they write up a report that it was an animal attack. They call in a meat wagon to get the guy taken down to the morgue for testing. And then the sun rises and everybody wakes up.
So is Jacob
What?
arrest? Is
You're cutting out, right?
Jacob a reference to something
Yeah, it's a reference to
that I'm
drunk
missing?
Jacob.
That I'm missing?
Drunk Jacob!
Jacob! No!
You guys killed drunk Jacob.
Jacob the hitchhiker.
Oh no.
It's young Jacob's brother, Hitchin' Hank.
He wasn't hitchhiking. He was just drunk on the side of the road.
Oh god. The
So
man at 8 was doing drugs. Now I'm high.
Now I'm a wizard.
No, I finally watched that today. I got that reference.
We drank the people's blood, but the people were on drugs. Now I'm a wizard.
I will eat the pizza pie.
So
I feel like
we have our alien.
I feel like that was the intro scene, but when the episode actually opens after the opening credits, there's Spectro in his yard with his amulet praying to the rising sun. He's in full on Egyptian priest attire, just flowing white robes. Full upper and lower Egypt crown headdress, just in the backyard, praying to the rising sun.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good visual.
And I guess Jonathan, you're in charge of the alien because you didn't need to sleep, so you could guard it all night.
Yeah, me and the alien just hung out in Jonathan's room, I guess.
We're torturing the poor thing, just Jonathan staring at it. All right, so
While he slowly eats like a roll of fabric or something. It's taking bites out of his shirt.
so I guess this is going to be big magic, and the goal of the big magic will be to learn what makes these aliens tick on a spiritual level. What
Okay.
their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. Is there anything we could use against them? Um,
Can
how
we
do they
sacrifice it?
how do they mesh with what we know about magic in the universe? So yeah, so what do we need to do for this?
Let me see.
I'm glad we didn't invite Betty along.
Oh, Betty can't do magic.
But you know who would have liked this?
So obviously you
Rosie.
need rare and weird ingredients, which is the alien.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of you need to cast a spell.
Okay. So we're going to use the last two things of the mummy dust for this. So we get +1 for that, and we're out of that. And then we get +1 because of the mystical library too. So magic.
So +2 total.
Yes.
All right. You are successful, and I'll give you 3 holes on investigate a mystery. You can ask those questions.
Okay. Let me look that up because I can never remember what the questions are.
Neither can I.
Okay. So from a mystical perspective, what can hurt it?
So you think that they're completely vulnerable to magic? They have no experience with magic. There's no magic in their home world anymore. And so they have no defense against it. They don't have any wards. They don't have any kind of magical items that would defend them against it. They're completely vulnerable to magic in general.
Okay. So I feel like asking what is it going to do? Like, so let me explain my kind of conundrum on this. Like, I
Mhm.
feel like that is a kind of metagamey tactical question. So I don't really feel like it's going like it would fit with this. Like, this is not like I don't think from this I will be able to get a
Well, I
sense
mean,
of what.
you're casting a spell, and you're basically sacrificing this monster for your god to tell you that you're not investigating the
Okay.
monster.
Okay. So
You rolled a spell, and your god is rewarding you for your sacrifice.
okay. So what is being concealed here?
Um, so you think that right now there's only one um, ship.
Like, there's only one big ship.
There's only one mothership here.
Okay.
So the scout ship would report back to that mothership, and it hasn't.
Okay.
So you're relatively sure that it's going to be tonight, and that you don't have to worry about any other ones attacking right now.
Okay. When the scout doesn't come back, what is it going to do? It being the mothership or the aliens or whatever.
They're going to come looking for the scout ship, and they're going to deploy the large crawler.
Okay. And the timeline with that would be not this night, but the following night.
Probably this night.
Probably tonight. if they
Yeah.
don't find it, they will deploy the big crawler. Okay.
Well, they won't deploy the big crawler in a populated area. They'll start in the desert because the scout ship wasn't supposed to come here. They're basically going to look for the wreckage of the scout ship.
Okay. Okay. I have an idea.
Okay. You know from experience that the scout ship doesn't move super fast, or the giant crawler doesn't move super fast.
Okay. And that was my 3 holds, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Brandon, I know it's been a couple days.
Uh-huh.
So, obviously, the soul component of my robot creation is something that has to be role played out. But can I just say Jonathan has been getting clay from, like, landscaping places?
Sure.
Cool. Just need a soul to put in it.
So all right. So Spectro is going to relay this message. He's going to relay this message to the base first. Usual deal, multiple channels, and
Okay.
then he'll relay it to Watney, and to Betsy, Betty or Betsy,
It's Betty.
Betty. He'll relay it to Watney and Betty, and suggest they meet up at the retreat. What time of day is this?
It's morning.
Okay, I didn't know how long the magic took. What do you think? Should Spectro stay in his priest attire, or should he get into his regular clothes? I think he would
Well,
I think he would get into his regular clothes.
you don't want to get them dirty. Might as well change.
I feel like Jonathan wants to eat the priest attire more than anything in the world.
Yes. Kind of hurts to chew.
All right, so
So
yeah,
spicy.
he'll call and tell everyone to meet at the retreat.
I think Dr. Spectre would be like, why are we meeting at the retreat? Everything we need is at the base. That's where the
All right,
cowboys
meet at the
come in.
base. All right, so change it. Meet at the base.
Okay.
Because Botany is still at the base. He's in the mid bay.
Okay.
Dr. Spectro is going to order a tremendous breakfast that he'll take to go with him.
That's why Spectro wanted to go to the fucking retreat. Fair enough.
Probably.
All right. Yeah. Everybody, if they want, can show up at the retreat.
Wait, are we meeting at the retreat or are we meeting at the base?
Oh
yeah, your
We
base.
changed to the base.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yep.
We just stop at the retreat and get food.
We stopped somewhere on the way to get breakfast. To get pancakes
So,
to go.
Pancakes to go.
5 orders of pancakes. Just for Jonathan and Spectro.
Just for Spectro. Jonathan ate his breakfast. He was eating his shirt. All right. Yeah. Okay. You all meet back
Yep.
at the base.
Off to base.
Off to the base.
I don't think they have those, Sarah.
no? God.
It's probably like a little plastic cup, though.
They probably had it in glass.
Yeah, like you could get to go coffee, so you could probably get
Yeah,
Crackle
whatever.
Barrel
Let's
bottle
not
of
get-
beer.
you throw some in a
not-
thermos for me. I'm good for it.
It's definitely not in a packet. It might be
No.
in like one of those little to-go thingies.
It's probably in a to-go cup.
Yeah.
Well, I'm licking it. Either way.
Okay.
I have found some information. We can expect to be visited by one of their large craft tonight. It will start in the area where we ambush the sorcerer. Also, as we suspected, they're entirely vulnerable to magic.
Can't we just like stop them from coming?
Guys put
What
together
would
one of
you
those
propose?
big whammy spells together, like all of you working together to like zap it before it reaches us?
Dr. Spectre, remember how you kept it down? The other one?
Yes, I remember.
Could we reverse it?
Dr. Spectre, you know that it took an incredible amount of time and energy to create that trap spell, and that you would have to encompass the entire atmosphere to keep it out, and that would take hundreds, if not thousands, of years to accomplish.
That. All of that.
Huh, okay. Alright, so what do we suggest?
I think the easiest way would be to see if we could acquire a hydrogen bomb and wait for it to land.
Okay.
When they were
Vice says, we can't requisition a hydrogen bomb. Not gonna happen.
What would it take? What would a spirit bomb take?
A spirit bomb.
UBZ.
This motherfucker.
How many motherfuckers would we have to sacrifice to get the equivalent magical?
So you remember how a spirit bomb works, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to draw energy from every living being on the planet.
I don't think Spectro could do that without that
No.
being everyone dying.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Vice says, I'm pretty sure that between our control of the crab walkers and the robot that I successfully finished and Dr. Watney successfully powered, we can keep most of the small crawlers at bay.
If I could have another alien, I might have another chip to add to the pile.
The aliens are being studied right now. I'm not sure they're at our disposal currently.
So how do we deal with the spacecraft the size of an aircraft carrier? That is the problem. We do not even know if it has any weapons.
Well, I was hoping that maybe if we can distract their smaller forces, that maybe you could infiltrate the ship.
I could, but I don't know if you can, Spectro.
I think the whole team can. I've seen you do some incredible things.
Well, how do we get up there is the question.
Just wait
He
for it
said
to
he's
land.
meaning that we wait for it to land. So,
Let's-
Doc, do you
It's coming down here, isn't it?
yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything we can do to keep it from coming down here, so we might as well make use of the situation. Do you think you can hold them off while we infiltrate the mothership?
That's the plan.
maybe we can
We've got about 5 of the crawlers that we recovered from the ship. We have my robot, and I was able to requisition 2 Sherman teams. So It's not a lot, but we could probably keep those crawlers busy.
Maybe we can ride
it's
in on the crawler, pretend it's damaged, and then coming in for repairs.
That's not a bad idea.
Hold on 1 second, folks.
I mean, we can keep on discussing.
Hmm.
Vice says, I think we could do that. I'm not sure that one of those has room for every one of you, but they're not really supposed to house. They're not like our tanks. They're remote controlled. They're not manually controlled.
Watney, we saw it deploys via ramp. We could hopefully cloak ourselves in spell again, and when the ramp lowers, enter into the ship that way.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. Well, then we'll get to work on hollowing one of these out so that we could fit you all in there. Do you think there's a way that between the four of you, and he's implying Jonathan, Spectro, Stack, and Rosie, that you could use magic to emulate the mechanical movement of the crawler?
Well, we have a mechanic, so I think we could be able to do it. What do you think, Stack?
I could probably make it happen.
Good, because if we have to hollow it out to get you guys in there, we'll call it our Trojan Crab. If we need to get you in the Trojan Crab, we're going to have to move out a lot of the motors and engines that make it move. So it'll need to be moved by magical means.
could we
Excuse me?
could we just fit the skin of the robot on top of an earth vehicle like a car?
I don't think that would be convincing.
Fair enough.
You've seen
Magic
the
it
way
is.
you've seen the way they walk. They
Mm.
walk. I don't think driving would do so well. I think they would pick that out as suspicious. So if we can get you onto the craft and you can get into maybe you can kill their commander or do irreparable damage to the bridge. I don't know. But right now that's our best bet.
It's the same way we took the smaller craft.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping that you could do that again on a macro scale.
I believe we can affect the same result.
We can make it work.
Miss Cunningham, could you try and scry on the larger vessel?
I can see what I can do. I don't have that vial anymore, though, right?
No, but you have plenty of fucking aliens at your disposal.
Okay.
You have fresh alien blood.
Is there fresh alien blood somewhere?
Yeah,
Um,
inside the six aliens that we didn't rip into component pieces.
They're being experimented on right now, so
Get a squeegee.
Vice can get you some.
Dr. Weiss,
Yes.
this may sound like a rather morbid request, but could you possibly procure me just a little tiny bit of the visitor's blood? It would make the scrying process a lot easier. A few drops will do.
Yeah, I'll see what I can scrounge up.
Thank you.
Any other requests before I go and start hollowing out one of the crawlers?
I shake
Mind
my
if I be
head.
there when you haul out the crawler?
What?
Do you mind if I be there when you haul out the crawler so I can see how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. You come with me.
Because I got to see what I'm faking.
Yeah. Yep, follow me. And then he leads the way.
Spectro,
Yes.
are you going to summon that thing again?
I will likely call upon the Devourer again.
Alright.
So I think, Jonathan, that you recognize that you could sacrifice the Devourer for your spell.
No, I could sacrifice that for the spell, but I don't think it would enjoy that process.
So would there be any negative repercussions if we sacrifice this thing?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Without a question.
Unfortunately, it holds an important place in the cosmos. I will not allow it to be sacrificed. I only pull on a small aspect of its power. The full force of the creature would tear your very soul limb from limb.
Jonathan kind of like pats at his chest absentmindedly where his heart would be. I need that. It's the only thing I've got left. I'll think of something. I don't know. Maybe I can.
He did just eat, dude.
You did
I did eat a dude, but I don't know if I can like sacrifice him after eating him.
No, that's not how that
No, I'm
Yeah,
works.
I
saying
don't
just
think
like
that's how that
your
works.
soul. How much of your soul is really
And what
left
was
if you just
the
ate a dude?
what was the construct you were trying to make again? What's it called?
Kane?
I know you're trying to make Cain. What was the thing called?
Okay, so it's basically like it's a golem. I'm basically trying to make a golem.
I know. I was asking if you knew the name of the actual myth.
I have forgotten. I
Okay.
apologize.
I'm just gonna look up Viking Golem real quick. I don't see anything.
Wait, let me see here.
Alright.
In Norse mythology, for example, Miscalfa was a clay giant built to help the troll Hungarian battle with Thor.
So I think we had established that it's gonna take a lot more than one single sacrifice to create this thing.
Okay.
It was gonna take like several human sacrifices and several other sacrifices. And
Give me your aliens.
seeing as you haven't like done anything to procure any of that since you asked me the question, it's I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's okay.
So yeah, aliens isn't gonna be enough. So basically, Vikings went hardcore when they did sacrifices.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, you would need like
It's cool, man. We don't need to.
crop sacrifices, human sacrifices, animal sacrifices, like a bunch of shit, and it would need to be like this big ass ritual.
I know.
Okay, well you keep on trying to slide it past with something else, so that's why I'm telling you. So okay, let's what else does people want? Are there any other scenes anybody wants? Anybody want to have any other ideas that they can do to
I have an
prepare for
idea.
this?
I have a scene that I would like to do
Okay.
because Rosie's waiting for that vial of blood. Is Jonathan still hanging around?
Yeah, I guess.
Jonathan.
Hmm. What?
Can I be a little nosy and ask what was with the such interest in where my magic comes from?
Well, it comes from a lot of different places. I don't see the harm in asking where yours comes from.
You know.
Spectro's praying to some god of the sun. I don't know where mine really comes from. It just happens.
I was just curious. You'd never really seemed to have taken an interest in it before.
We haven't really hung out, quote unquote, before, have we?
I suppose not. Why are you thinking of trying to find a magical tome of your own?
I wouldn't be against the idea.
Well, what's your flavor? What kind of magic do you wish to be doing?
Well, I don't know if I can do Spectre's type of magic. I think it would just kill me. So, I
Too
don't know. I have
holy?
to. It kind of itches, yeah.
I'm not surprised about that.
I don't know. I wasn't some priest when I was like you, so I don't know everything. So, I'll think about it. I'll figure it out.
All right. Just wondering.
Any other questions on your mind?
Hmm. Not at the moment.
Alright. I'm just gonna kind of look away and disassociate strongly.
Okay. Does anybody else want any scenes? Anybody else have any other ideas?
Not. No.
All right, going
This
once,
is
going twice. All right, we're gonna fast forward. All right. So you get to watch Stack as they take apart the uh, tank thing. Like it's clear that they had it that Vice had a team on this overnight, and so they've learned how to take one apart now. So they take it apart. You watch them remove motors and servos and electrical components, and they essentially hollow this thing out. Um, and then he also shows you with one of the ones that they haven't dismantled exactly how it moves. You've seen them fight before. You fought the first one,
right.
so you're pretty. You get a pretty good idea of how this thing's supposed to move.
All right. I get to work right doing the magical preparations to get this thing moving.
Yeah. All right. It is going to take. It's going to be a big magic, and I'm going to say all four of you need to help with it.
Okay.
And
Alright.
let's see. Yeah, it's just going to take a lot of manpower, and it's going to take you a few hours to set the spell up.
All right. I'm pitching this to be the magical version of Han Solo and Chewbacca. No, like this over here. It's
All
got
right.
to move like that.
So, later in the night, Vice comes back. He summons all of you, and he says, "We've spotted a flying craft coming into the atmosphere. Um, Spectro's information was good, so we're trying to calculate its landing spot, and we will. We need you to get out there as soon as possible. We've loaded up several trucks with the crab creatures. I've tried to duplicate more of the periscopes. We'll see how that works. So we can give you a ride out there. So everybody be ready. We're hoping to leave within the next half hour.
All right. Have I gotten
Yeah.
my blood?
Yeah, you got that at some point during the day.
Okay. Can I? Oh, well, I need Jonathan and Stack.
What are you trying to do?
I want to do the scrying, unless people would rather me wait for a
You
better
can scry.
opportunity.
Oh, hell no. Scry now.
Okay. She hunts down Stack, grabs him, and goes and hunts down Jonathan and grabs him too. All right, boys, I need your help again.
All right, let's do this.
Please, for the love of all things. I've been rolling so shittily, but I did level up and take another level, so maybe I'll get lucky. All right.
There you go. Roll a 12.
All right.
Woo!
All right. So you're scrying on the aliens in the ship, right?
Yes.
All right. So again, you kind of like this is a little bit different because when you scryed before, you were using the blood of the alien that you were scrying on, or now you're using the blood of an alien to scry on creatures of its kind. So it's a little bit different. You're kind of getting that third person view of the ship. And you can direct your attention from some places to other places, but you don't have like complete control. You get a pretty good idea of the layout of the ship, and then you find the giant crawler, and that it's real big, and it's in like a hangar at the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
And that's where all of the other crawlers are. They are mounted to the underbelly of the giant crawler.
Also, if we took out that crawler, we could take out like all of them. She was like memorizing this, like the layout and everything, and where everything was.
Yeah, you guys are able to relay that information back and come up with an accurate like floor plan of everything that you've seen. So you won't be running around blind in there.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, your spell ends and you have a pretty good idea of the layout of the ship.
Hope this helps.
It should.
I'm sure it will. Knowing where we're going is pretty important.
Okay. All right. Unless there's any other scenes you guys want to do, then you're gonna get a ride out to the landing spot. It's out in the middle of the desert. You could
The only thing
see.
I'm going to do to prepare.
Go ahead.
Never mind. So do they need me and Jonathan to walk the crab thing into the crab tank into the ship,
Yeah,
or
you have to
did,
help.
did they just,
Yeah, they need everybody to
we
use
have to help
magical.
drive it?
You're
Okay, never mind.
yeah, you're essentially using your magic to make it move.
You were kind of making puppeteering it, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all
All
four
right,
of you
never
have to
mind
work
then.
together to move it. So, all right, you get there. They start releasing the crab drones. Um, you guys start releasing the crab drones, and you see the giant robot, 12-foot tall robot. Um, what is that thing called? I forget. Whatever. The robot. The robot.
Edward 1.0.
What?
Edward 1.0.
That's not
Tedward 1.0.
Tedward. Tedward's much more complicated than that.
Sophisticated? Yes.
Yeah.
Mechward.
Mechward. That's more
He's
like
Tedward's baby brother.
This is more like Antler Guy 1.0. Yeah, and that he releases that, and they have 2 Sherman tanks as well. And everybody's getting ready. There's a couple guys with guns on the ground, and Vice is even there. And as you guys are climbing inside the shell of the crawler, he wishes you luck. He says, "Come back alive."
No promises.
We intend to, though.
Watney's going to blanch at Rosie's comment.
Oh, come on.
What's going to happen, Watney?
We all die horrible, horrible deaths, and then the world is taken over by the aliens?
Not really likely, is it?
Well, he said the worst possible outcome. Not the most likely possible outcome.
But you're a scientist. Let's look at the likely possible outcomes and the variables and work from that.
All right, let's gonna move on.
All right. Let's see the spell. You guys can roll to help, but Stack's making the roll.
This got his big magic.
Yes.
It's gonna not roll and stay out of the way.
All right, I get +1 forward for this automatically.
Do you want help or do you want to?
It's a
I
good
mean, I can only
idea.
get so much help.
My cool is not good, so I'm not going to roll.
My
to
cool
help.
is -1. Do you want me to roll to help?
Wait.
None
Like,
of
are
you
you saying
guys
that I
have
can
any
help with
cool.
magic stuff?
Technically.
I'm gonna help with magic stuff.
I assist.
Can I help? So if I help with magic stuff, can I roll weird?
No.
Nope, I did not help with magic stuff.
Oh boy.
Well, I still get 2 forward.
Yes.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Jeez.
So you're not hurting the spell. You're just like putting yourselves
Getting
at
it-
risk.
Okay.
When you help out on a fail, you expose yourself to trouble or danger without helping.
Okay, I might as well help.
I'm watching this die.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Christ!
None of us are
I'm
being helpful.
hopeful. Y'all are fucking sleeping.
Well, you're all getting experience, so that's nice.
All right, here we go.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah. So despite most of the people in there not being very good help, Stack, you really did get a lot of like a really good idea how they move, how they operate, and you make it walk convincingly. It looks like nobody ever took anything out of this thing. I think Jonathan is helping you pilot it. Basically, Jonathan can see where you're going, and then you're doing the rest of the work, and everybody else is just struggling to fucking not throw up in here. They could smell like the corpse on Jonathan's breath, and
Blech.
it's hot in here. You're in the desert.
What are you
Hi.
doing back there?
We're doing our best.
Spectro is sweating.
It looks like the scene from Ace
Okay.
Ventura, where Ace is inside the rhino, but all of you are in there.
I've never seen Ace Ventura, but that sounds kind of awful. Being
It's
inside
a
of
pretty
rhino.
great scene, but it's also a terrible scene. All right,
Ugh,
so
what smells like dead body in here?
Okay.
I guess nobody's answering that question.
Wait, what's that? I didn't hear it.
She said, "What smells like dead body in here?"
I don't know.
Oh, is there like a dead alien in here?
I don't think so.
My God, I hope so. Snack for later.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Road trip snacks.
All right, so the ship, Jonathan could see the ship come into view. It's really large. It's hovering a few thousand feet above you, but it's so big that it's pretty easily visible. And then you see on the bottom of the ship, like like the camera's got the thing that opens out like a sphincter.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it.
A lens?
An iris?
Yeah, like an iris. There you go. That's much better.
Call it an aperture.
You're breaking up, Ray. Yeah, we can't really
it's pretty
understand you.
yeah.
So, all my friends who live in or around Philadelphia like have awful service.
I'm surprised I have somewhat decent stuff right now.
All right, so it starts to open up this iris port starts to open up, and from inside of it, the giant crawler comes down, and it's got like rockets on the bottom of it, so it comes down very slowly, and then it lands.
Bananas.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. All right, I had to switch to my phone.
No problem. Did you hear what I was saying?
Nope.
All right, so there's like a port on the bottom of the ship, and it irises out, and then out from there comes the giant crawler, and that comes down on like rockets and slowly lowers to the surface of the earth, and it lands, and when it lands, like everything shakes, and then it squats down, and then crawlers start to crawl out the back of it. And there's a lot of them. So what's the plan? What are you doing?
I believe the plan was to gimp up to the ramp.
other.
What?
We are trying to get into the vehicle, if memory serves.
Into the
Yep.
ship.
Yes.
All right. So you're just gonna go for it?
Well, wait till it empties out.
What are you doing with the ship to keep it like? Cause it looks like it's already here. So, are you doing anything to try to disguise it, or trying to burrow it into the sand like the other one did? What's the plan here?
Yeah, we'll burrow.
Okay. So you're burrowed in the sand. You just have a periscope that's looking out. After all of the crawlers leave, I'm gonna say there's 24 of them. The large crawler stands back up and it starts lumbering in the direction of your guys' crew.
All right,
So
we need to
the-
get on the ship.
Yeah, as soon as the ramp starts, as soon as the last one's out, we got to make a break for it.
Yep.
All right.
Off we go.
So you head over in that direction. Before too long, you can see the Vice's robot charge at the oncoming crawlers, and it's able to. The first one it reaches, it's able to tear its like front leg off, and then like tear off its periscopes, and then move on to the next one. And it starts doing that. It goes from crawler to crawler, and it's getting blasted, and most of the blasts just bounce off of it. You get closer to the big one, and they haven't targeted you. They seem to just be ignoring you. But when you get to the back, nothing really happens. It's not letting any more out. It's closed up. It's not letting any in. What's the plan?
Can we see any other ways in? Any other openings on this?
Not really, no.
And how high is this above our heads?
15 feet, 20 feet.
So pretty high.
Think like an Imperial Walker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it possible for me to get in there? Can I climb up a leg?
You could definitely try.
Alright. I don't know anything about this technology. But at the same time, neither do any of you, so I guess for once we're even. I can try and climb up there and get in there and see if I can find a button that'll open it.
Good luck.
I don't know what the rest of you are going to do. Maybe try to magic your way in?
Wait, before you try.
Well, Jonathan wants to try, then Jonathan should try.
Okay.
'Cause, if we deploy more than one plan, it's more likely to get done. All right. Let me see. Basic moves.
Then go for it.
All right. So I think you're gonna need to read a bad situation before you can get in there. You're trying to find a way in. So
While Sarah's rolling, did I use up that vial of blood?
no, it was a lot more than you got before.
All right. Oh no, Jonathan!
I fucked it up. That's such his life.
All right. On a miss, you might misread the situation. Everything is fine here. It will totally be safe to go investigate alone. Or you might reveal tactical details to your enemy, which means the keeper can ask the questions above of you. All right. So Jonathan, I think you think you can get in like one of the seams in the leg. So you're pretty sure you can crawl the leg and then squeeze yourself into that seam, especially since you can become, a tanuki or whatever. I forget what you turned
Incorporeal.
into.
I may move freely through solid objects, but not people.
You also turn into fucking vultures and shit. So
Yeah. I guess I could just fucking fly up there, huh?
Kinda.
Alright. I will
Bat.
vulture my way up there.
Human form.
Human form.
Bird form, go.
While this is happening, to give Jonathan the best possible chance of getting inside, could I try with that alien blood to take possession of one of them on the ship to get them to open the door?
yeah. It's gonna be big magic, I think.
Okay.
Is
What
there?
would
Yeah, I think it's gonna be big magic. So it's gonna use up all of your alien blood to do this.
Okay. Okay.
And it's not gonna last very long. You're only gonna have control for a few moments.
Okay. I think she pulls the vial out from her skirt pocket and kind of materializes her little spell book out of nowhere, sets it in her lap. Jonathan, I might be able to help you, but you're only gonna have a few minutes.
Ah!
Are you ready?
That's not what buzzards sound like. Continue.
Buzzard noise.
Buzzard noise. All right. So you gotta hurry. And she flips it open, and I'm gonna cast Big Magic.
In possession.
Oh my
I think you broke the streak.
god.
That's 2 good rolls that you've done tonight.
I know. I don't want to jinx myself. And
While you've been rolling weird, you've been doing good for the last few
rolls.
minutes.
Yeah, I just leveled up with my weird. Like, I took another level in weird. So.
All right. Yeah, you're able to rend control from one of the aliens. You look around you and you see the cockpit of the giant crawler. You can roll read a bad situation to try to figure out what you can do to help.
Okay, read a bad situation. That's cool, right?
Sharp.
That's sharp.
Sharp. Okay.
I think you're sharper than you are cool, so.
Yeah, I'm -1 cool, and I'm so. Ah no!
Remember, you have luck.
Okay, yeah. So sorry if you guys get hit with nasty spells later, but that's now a 12.
Okay. Let's see. You get three holds.
Okay. This a read a bad situation.
Yeah, read a bad situation.
What's most vulnerable to me?
So you're pretty sure you got the right alien, and this one's the one at the controls. So you could make it stop. You can even shut it down, or you could you could make it load you up. So the controls are vulnerable to you.
Oh gosh. Ooh, do we want stop up? Ooh.
Yes, all of the above.
Could
Preferably.
Do what you can.
Preferably what?
Did I say preferably
In the order of up and then stop.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah. So there's this one has like an electrical field that's being generated,
Okay.
and unless that's deactivated, it's going to hurt anybody who tries to enter the craft.
Okay, and what is the best way to protect the victims? Victims, i.e., us.
The best way would be to shut down the electro the field.
Okay. I think assuming she knows that she only has a few moments in control, I'd like to shut down the field,
Uh-huh.
get us loaded in, and then make it stop moving.
Well, it has to stop moving to load you in. So
Okay. Electrical field, stop moving, load us up.
Kill the engines.
All right. So once the electrical field goes down, Jonathan can go through the armor of the creature. He can pass through it incorporeally.
Okay.
I knew this would be okay.
I mean, it wasn't going to be if she hadn't shut that off. You would have gotten electrocuted.
You would have been barbecue.
You were supposed to look for that and find it, and then you didn't. So
Barbecue.
you didn't find it. You looked for it.
Barbagool.
All right. So you're able to pass through the armor pretty easily.
That was just a fucking vulture in here.
And then well, you're in there. You're not just a
Yeah.
fucking vulture. So
Imagine being an alien and being like, what the
yeah, right.
Doing your weird little vulture hobble step.
What the fuck is that thing? It looks
Just
like
comes
one of
out
the
of the wall.
Beatles. Oh, sorry. So it stops walking. It like suddenly just stops walking and then lowers down again, and then the hatch in the back opens up. Jonathan, you're inside already. What are you doing in there?
Is there anything I see within my immediate line of sight?
It's yeah, like it's not. Most of this craft is built to hold ammunition and to hold the other crawlers. So there's like a large hangar space, and then there's like a door that goes to the bridge. The hangar's empty.
And the door's closed, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm going to swoop up into the hangar and wait for my companions to come through. Since there's no immediate danger that needs to be dealt with.
He's gonna be naked again. I just realized that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab his gun, but not his clothes.
Oh, of course.
Okay. All right, you guys are able to get the crawler inside. The hatch closes, and then the thing stands up, and it starts to move again with you guys inside of it.
All right, I'm getting out of this thing.
All right.
Yep, we gotta go.
Yeah, I went out.
I'm going to land on Stack. Kind of
Jesus Christ, you're a buzzard. You know how much those things weigh?
You seem like a strong man. Okay, so when I see that Spectre has brought my gun, I will change back and take my gun.
Rosie has put her hands over her eyes at this point.
The door is closed. I the alien bullshit. Probably gonna have to magic it open or just shoot it open. But I didn't see anything. Just ammunition in here.
Can I read a bad situation to see if there's like
Absolutely.
any? Okay. Alright. So that's read bad situation is sharp.
That is correct.
Mr. Me?
Yep. We can use the... Nice. 14.
Oh wait, were you in the crawler with us?
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh.
was.
Everybody was in the crawler.
I didn't realize everyone was in there.
Crawler party.
I assume you're trying to help, which would make that 14 to a 15.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you extra saw stuff. So you get 3 holds.
What's our best way in?
Do you remember how you got into the other door?
Yeah.
You-
Star Wars blast it. Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the best way in. You Star Wars blast the controls.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed, like cameras or anything?
There don't seem to be, no.
Okay. Once we're trying to take over the whole ship. Are we trying to take over the whole ship, or are we trying to blow it up?
You're not in the ship per se, so
Or whatever we're in the.
We're trying to
crawlers.
disable the crawler.
Okay. Okay. So if things go wrong, what's our best way out?
your best way out is through the hatch in the back.
Okay.
That is controlled in the bridge, though.
Okay. Good to
Lead
know.
us to the bridge. That is where we must go.
Alright,
This way.
Dr. Botany's gonna Star Wars blast
Yep.
the gate controls.
Yeah, it opens up to the bridge. That's where the bridge is.
shit.
Oh, is that really? It's just like right into the bridge.
Yeah, so this whole thing is basically just the motors that it takes to move the legs, ammunition, and a hangar for the other crawlers. So like the rest of it is the bridge, which is a very small section of it. The rest of it is it's mostly a storage. Like it's a big tank that stores other tanks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Father, when you were scrying, did you notice a ventilation system?
They
Did
did not
I?
actually scry inside of the crawler. They scry inside of
Okay.
the mothership.
Oh, all right. So I don't know if there's any ventilation or anything.
Why do we need ventilation? We just Star Wars blasted the door open.
No. Oh. Okay. Well, the door. Well, anyway, we're basically in a fight.
Yep.
Right.
There's only one
So-
alien that's operating the machine,
Oh.
Oh.
and
Okay.
he has stopped and he's drawn his pistol after he heard the door open, and he's yelling at you in a language you don't understand.
I will ascend.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
Jonathan looks like he's about to go over and punch this man, but Stack just said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
I motion for the alien to just put the gun, like the universe, put the gun down.
Shoot
I think
him.
Betty's shooting the alien.
Oh! No, Betty is not shooting the alien.
Oh no. The
Betty,
alien is shooting
you
Betty.
don't shoot the alien. Betty draws and fires, and the alien actually leaps aside, and then blasts Betty for 3 harm.
Now I will go attack if that's okay with everybody.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to ask permission.
Yeah, you don't have to ask permission. I was trying to.
I would
de-escalate
imagine
the
Jonathan
situation.
doesn't usually ask for permission.
He doesn't. So that'll be 3 harm as I just claw him.
Okay.
Does that ignore my armor at all?
No, it does not.
Okay, so I'm only taking 2. No, I'm taking 1. Haha! Jeez. Sorry.
Yeah, so you claw him, and as you're clawing him, he's able to blast you point blank with the thing. It deals 3 harm to Jonathan.
Okay,
Which I'm pretty sure you absorbed 2 of that.
I do.
I'm going to give him the big whammy with my space laser.
Okay, you're gonna coyote laser this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
So that is 2 damage.
All right. And big whammy is an attack, right? It's not a
Yes. It is kick ass, but I use weird. So
Okay.
that is and that ignores armor
Okay. How much damage does it do? 2?
too. Yeah.
All right. So you blast it, and then it shoots back at you. And it deals 3 harm.
Okay.
But then it starts to like melt. It like Indiana Jones Nazi melt from your
Ugh.
divine sun rays.
Jesus, Spectro. Overkill much?
Underkill.
Would you prefer it kept shooting us with lasers?
Somebody want to get on those controls?
I'll do it. Time
Yep.
for science. All right. Yeah. He's gonna take a look at the controls and try to stop this thing. So you said that the mechs, the crab mechs, are remotely piloted. Are they
Yeah.
being remotely piloted from this bridge or from the big saucer?
From the big saucer, but the basically the controls are being remoted to the big crawler,
Okay.
and then the big crawler is broadcasting it to the small crawlers.
It's
Okay.
a relay.
Yeah, it's a relay.
Okay. So he's gonna so then his first course of action is gonna try to shut off that relay.
All right. Roll and act under pressure.
With the amount of experience that he had with the
Yeah, you can roll
Okay.
sharp for this.
Okay.
It makes sense. Is it a 7 what you rolled?
7. Yeah.
Okay. And 7 to 9 keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So I think the hard choice here is if you shut off the relay, it is going to stop all the crawlers on the ground from fighting your allies, but it is also going to clue the mothership in that there's something wrong. If that relay shuts off, there's something super wrong, and they're going to suspect that you may have hijacked the large crawler.
Okay. So they'll
So
probably then try to
yeah,
break it.
your hard choice is turn off the relay, stop your friends from getting attacked, and you might get attacked, or don't turn it off, and you may still be able to do something about the big ship.
Okay. So I guess they're gonna have to hold out. I guess they're gonna have to hold out a little bit longer. If I shut down this relay, then we can't try to use this ship to get back onto their ship or do something about that. We need time, and our friends outside are going to have to give it to us.
They were expecting to hold out down there.
Well,
Get us on that ship.
all right. Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
As if I'd wear a hat.
All right. Yeah, you're able to figure out the controls. And basically it goes into, you can put it into a sequence where it starts to lift off and go back to the mothership. There's like an autopilot function.
Okay.
So you're able to get it to do that. But as you get closer to the mothership, you notice that it's not opening up its port to let you back in. Somebody's going to have to do something to get that to open.
I could try to possess somebody again, but I'm out of my focus, so I wouldn't get my forward.
Well, we've got a dead body of an alien right here.
Okay.
Before we go that far, is there a button we have to hit?
You'd have to roll a
Act under pressure?
no,
Investigate.
no, the other one. Read a bad
Read a
situation.
bad situation?
Yeah.
That's sharp. I'm good at that.
Okay.
Come on, stack.
All right, you get one hold.
What's my best way in?
So you think your best way in is to contact the other ship. So basically, your best way in is to convince it that you're coming back for more crawlers.
Stack is gonna look at Spectro, look at the dead body. Can you marionette that thing?
No, but Rosie might be able to.
We communicate telepathically too, but I think that might trigger them if I start talking to them.
Because Spectre doesn't like messing with life and death shit.
Spectro, I don't think there's enough left for me to puppet.
It is like a puddle on the
You're
ground.
right.
Sounds like Rosie's up.
What was that, Silk?
Said it sounds like Rosie's up.
Mind control again.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Alright, I think she. This time she literally, I think, just crouches down and just scoops up some blood in her hands.
It's not just blood. It's like everything. It's just
like
a
goo.
liquefied alien.
Yeah, she just scoops them up in her hands.
I forgot it was goo.
She's just holding some goo.
Body goo.
Alright, come on, goo.
Yeah, so you're able to control one of the aliens in the on the bridge, but it's not the alien that opens that up.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to basically, in order to get this done, you're gonna have to make this alien get up and do something it's not supposed to do. And they're going to know something's up, but because they have no experience with magic, they're unlikely to understand what's happening.
Alright. Can I, as this alien, look around and find the thing I need to press?
So you've already scried this ship. So
Yes, I
you
know.
guys all have the details. You and Jonathan and Stack have all seen the inside of this ship. So I think it's fair to say that you know exactly what button to hit.
Alright. Yeah, she's gonna make it get up out of its chair and head straight for that button.
So a few of the other aliens notice that this one has gotten up. It's like they're basically at battle stations. So
Mhm.
for this alien to get up and start moving to another station, it like alerts all of them, and suddenly everybody's paying attention to this one. They don't exactly know what to do. And then you see another one that's dressed a little more fancy, shouting orders at you, but you can't understand them. So you just keep moving. You slap the button, the porthole opens up, and you guys dock like just in time before you careen into the bottom of the ship. And then like the alien wrests control back from
Mhm.
you, and you're back in your body.
Okay. Oh, that's taxing.
All right. Let's.
You're in
And
a
she-
giant
Work.
tank in the belly of a giant ship. So
She drops the rest of the goo, whatever's left in her hand.
Jonathan, lead us to the bridge.
Did
All
Jonathan
right.
put his clothes back on?
No.
his clothes aren't here.
They're not in the crawler?
Nope. I mean, they're in the little crawler, but they're not in the big crawler.
Oh,
Well, the little
God.
crawler's in the big crawler technically, so
So he's just, we're just
much
doing
Fair,
this.
fair.
We're just
But
doing this dicks
we're
out.
just doing this au
Dicks
natural,
out
yes.
for Harambe.
I am going to step out and start moving. I guess I'll roll to read a bad situation. That's sharp. I don't know why I'm looking.
yep, it's sharp. I mean, you still need to see the questions, so that's
Oh,
probably why you're
fuck.
looking. I think Jonathan forgets where he's supposed to be going. So you confidently lead the party the wrong way.
This looks right.
This doesn't seem right.
I don't stack. I think this is right. Betty thinks it's others. Be our tiebreaker.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think this is right.
I think it's fine.
Because I scryed, do I know that this is not the right direction?
So I
Read the.
you don't think it's the right direction, but like, who knows?
This doesn't feel right. I don't remember seeing this.
Fine, we'll just go back and retrace our steps. You can tell me when it starts looking familiar, because I think this is the right way. But I also don't make a habit out of projecting myself into other people's bodies.
Well,
To look around.
excuse me, Jonathan.
Hey, we'll
Excuse
settle the argument later.
me, princess.
Let's get
Yeah,
the
Jonathan just
job
like,
done.
projects other people's bodies into his mouth.
That's true. He
He's
projectile
listening.
vomits pizza when he eats it.
Yeah.
What about pizza?
Excuse me, seriously. Please.
I said he projectile vomits pizza when he eats it.
Like the
No, I
Baron.
feel like Jonathan eats food.
It was a joke. I was just referencing what we do in the shadows.
Yes, like the
Oh.
Baron. He's just like one of those inflatable silly persons like all over the place.
Alright, we are walking along.
All right, you're walking around the ship.
Yeah, I
I
guess
think
someone else
I think you
probably
guys
took
are
over.
I think you guys are good and lost now. You're in a part of the ship that you hadn't scried before.
This is really wrong.
So before too long, two aliens come around a corner. These ones have rifles, and they're in some sort of armor. And they start stormtroopering at you. It's just shooting your general direction.
Okay, I'm going to summon a monster.
All right.
All right. So, and I also have used magic as my upgrade move, my whatchamacallit, my
Yep.
advanced move.
Okay. What does
So-
that mean?
So for use magic on a 12 plus, you are infused with magical power. What you wanted to do happens, and the keeper will offer you some extra benefit on top of that. So here's what I plan on doing. I am going to summon a swarm of carnivorous scarabs and send them after
Like the
these
mummy?
guards.
Oh,
Like
like
the
the things
mummy.
in the mummy.
Like the things in the mummy. And hopefully once they've devoured these two guards, they can was there a lot of aliens on the bridge when you all scried it?
Yes, there was. a lot.
Hopefully, they can lead us towards large concentrations of aliens.
Okay. So they start to swarm the two aliens. You have
So
you
this
have
looks like
pretty good control of them.
this
Well,
this looks like, to give everyone an idea of what's happening.
it looks like the scene from the
Spectral.
Mummy.
Well, but they come out of Spectra's mouth.
Yeah,
Ew.
like the Mummy.
Oh yeah, like Emotep. Yeah.
In the background, like, wow.
So sorry, Minnie. Go ahead.
You have more precise control of the swarm than you normally would, as a result of your advanced magic.
I think Rosie leans over to Stack and whispers, "At least I don't throw up bugs."
All right.
That's
So the bugs swarm the two aliens. They come out of. They come directly out of Spectre's mouth. And swarm the aliens. The aliens are wearing armor though, so it's like the scarabs aren't like destroying them. It's an advanced armor, but they can't see either. So they start blasting at the scarabs, and it's not doing much damage to the swarm. But the scarabs are in turn not doing much damage to them. There's only so much damage a scarab can do to a metal armor, a metal suit of armor.
Jonathan, don't you have one of those ray guns?
Jonathan has seemingly forgotten he has the gun and goes, "Oh yeah." And will shoot a hole in the armor, hopefully. We shall see.
Alright, roll a kick ass.
Pew! 3 harm.
Alright.
Fire.
Alright, so you set a few of the scarabs on fire, but yeah, you're able to melt a hole in one of the aliens large enough for the scarabs to get like a foothold. And they start burrowing into his armor, and the alien starts to scream before it like crumples to the ground, and then basically more and more scarabs pile into the armor until it's like Oogie Boogie. But they don't start. It would be fun if they started moving around in the suit like Oogie Boogie, but we're not going to have that happen.
That scene, though, in The Mummy, like, really freaked me out as a child.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
It still grosses me out.
Yeah, it's
I
still,
look
I still
over at his
don't
friend.
like
It can't see what's happening. It's like face shield is covered in scarabs, so you can't like intimidate him with like. See what I just did? He didn't. He didn't see that.
Aw. I'll have to go up and make an in-person impression, I guess.
Oh, Betty has a gun.
Go, Betty, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. I think. Sorry, I'm
What
really,
gun? What
really
gun
low
do you
this stuff.
have,
I
Betty?
have the 38 because I didn't think the Garand would fit with the. What do you call it? Why hasn't that loaded yet?
You have a sniper rifle too.
Right, I didn't bring it though because I didn't want to bring a rifle onto the thing. We were already in crowded corners, so
Okay.
I have a 38.
Okay.
I mean, they're both 2 harm. No, I lied. My sniper rifle's 4 harm. Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it definitely does a lot more harm.
Yeah, you're right. Mistakes were made. But it was a cramped little robot that we were gonna be in. So I rolled 7. I don't even know what the thing is because I've lost my pages.
You rolled
Sorry,
7?
every time my internet goes down, I lose all my pages.
That's okay. I don't see your roll anywhere, so.
It looked like a 7 to me.
We just don't see it.
Yeah, it's just not there.
Lovely. Let me try reloading. What a day.
I rolled for you and rolled an 8.
Oh, okay, because now I can't get back on the site.
That's okay. I rolled an 8 for you, which is
Okay.
enough to do damage to it. and drill a hole into it.
Cool.
And
The 38's a 2 damage.
yeah, it dies much the same way as the first one. Scarabs
Also
find a
gross.
foothold. They're able to peel open the armor and get in. And then they go skittering for more flesh.
All right, so I'm gonna real quick hand one of the lasers to Betty. She'll probably have to brush a few scarabs off of it. And then
As long as they're not bitey.
I'm gonna go. Nope, not to you. And then I'm gonna go after the swarm.
I'm gonna
Okay.
grab the other rifle and hand to Watney.
All
You
right,
have
I
what
got
to
a
Watney?
pew pew.
The other laser rifle.
Okay, what do they do? What are their
These
things?
ones do 4 harm. They have the fire descriptor, the far descriptor, and the useful descriptor.
Oh man, shouldn't have given one to Jonathan. I didn't realize these were better.
So Jonathan can also tear things limb from limb.
Yeah.
That's true.
Watney and Betty cannot do that.
My little
Jonathan can turn
servants.
into a fucking vampire ghost and a fucking vulture and a whatever they turned into last time.
And
And
don't
a
forget,
bear.
we didn't use any grenades, I don't think.
No, you have grenades still.
Yeah.
You used it. I think you used 1 grenade. I think somebody used 1 grenade. I want to say it
It
was
was
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
I
All right.
have
Jonathan
grenade.
prays the
So
Babe
following
Ruth
the
every night.
swarm, the swarm doesn't know where the bridge is, so the swarm just starts going to populated areas. So different crew members start to get devoured. I wanna let's roll to see where they go. So, Ray, why don't you roll a 1d100? Um, 8. Oh, it's
12.
12. All right. So you end up in like engineering, and you could kind of tell that they're engineers as they're getting devoured. They don't put up a fight. They're not wearing armor. But yeah, they devour the engineering crew. You can make one more roll, and if it's an 80 to 100, then you guys make it to the bridge. If it's not, then they'll devour more aliens, but then they're going to the spell's going to end. Close.
Can I burn luck to make this
You really want to eat them really bad. All right.
No, you know what? No, I just want to move the plot forward.
All right. If
mean,
you
if
really
that's
want
okay.
to, if you really want to use luck for it, you can.
I don't know. What do you want to do, folks? Because really, the only reason I was doing that was to nudge the plot along. But
I
if
mean,
we
we
want
might be
to
able
play,
to
we're
overload
in-
the generator
We're
from
in the
engineering.
ship, so like, let's just roll with it.
You
Okay,
are in
so-
engineering. There's certainly things you could do to damage the ship from here.
okay, so
Yeah,
so
let's
let's
just eat up a
let's
bunch
roll
of
with that then.
I mean, can I roll read a bad situation?
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Three holes.
What's most vulnerable to me?
Here in engineering,
Yes.
the power source. It's got some reactors in here. There are reactors on this level. That was a Star Wars reference. In case nobody caught it.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
The reactors are some kind of nuclear. Sorry. And they if you overload them, you guys are in danger, and anybody nearby is in danger.
Nearby defined how?
Well, you're a couple thousand feet up in the air, so it's essentially going to be an EMP blast, and then there's going to be a nuclear fallout because you're blowing a nuclear ship up in the atmosphere.
All
Well, we're
right.
probably not that far away from where they tested nukes.
That's true.
What's the
You
best way to
are
protect
in
the
New
victim?
Mexico, and there's not a lot of rain in New Mexico.
Yeah, it could be worse.
And I did specifically say you were in the desert, so there's not likely to be a lot of storms.
All right, man. What's the best way to protect the victims, meaning everybody else?
The best way to protect the victims is to get this thing to fly outside the atmosphere before you destroy it.
Okay. All right. I think I figured out how we could blow this thing up. But here'd be a bad idea. Let's get to the bridge.
Can we just have a montage of us just opening various doors, trying to find our way?
As,
So my
as
plan
aliens are eaten by beetles.
was to have the Beatles go somewhere else. I think with a 74, you get pretty close to the bridge, but you don't get to the bridge. Let's say
But do we get somewhere that Rosie would recognize?
yes. I think that's what I was getting at. So
Okay.
I just want to know who they ate. So what would you find near the bridge?
Food, probably.
I don't think
Like an
so.
officer's mess.
Mess hall.
I think maybe you find some barracks.
Security.
You find some barracks, and basically the scarabs are able to kill everybody in there, but they're wiped out in the battle that ensues between scarab and alien. But yeah, this is a place where Jonathan and Stack and Rosie recognize, and you know that you're pretty close to the bridge now.
All right. This way. And Stack's gonna head for the bridge.
Rosie's
Okay.
gonna follow him.
All right. You
Betty,
the bridge is
assault the
closed.
bridge, can you look at this? And Spectro's gonna show where he was burned from the laser blast.
Sure.
Spectro has an owie.
I think this might be the first time Spectro took damage.
Yeah. Yeah,
There you go.
succeed.
She throws some burn cream on it and puts a bandage on, and you get. Did you need to be stabilized or just?
I just needed 2 harm recovered.
Okay, you got it.
So, okay.
Hey, you feel much
Actually,
better?
you get both because on a 10+ you get stabilized +2 harm.
Bless
field.
you.
Thank you.
+2.
So you're extra stable now.
Super stable.
Oh my god, what have I done?
I just I chose a guy for Jonathan to eat. Ah.
You reactivated Spectro's conscience at the worst possible moment.
If only medicing worked that well.
All right. The bridge is closed.
Well, they know we're here.
Yeah, they definitely know you're here.
Can we just zap the door like we zapped the other doors?
Yeah, that's
relentless.
how alien
What are you
ships
waiting
work.
for?
All right, zap the
I want
door.
to take a grenade and get it ready to throw if anybody has one on them.
I think everybody.
I think I
You
have-
should have
I
had
think you
them,
had 6,
but
so I don't
you
know
don't
who
have
had
skills
all of
on
them.
you.
I have 2.
I will take a
Zach?
grenade, and
You
as
should
soon
have
as that
one more.
door,
Yeah.
as soon as that door opens, I'm tossing one through.
Okay.
All right, Betty's gonna zap the door.
All right. It whooshes open.
Babe Ruth.
What are you hitting me with?
Yeah, Babe Ruth was a good batter. He didn't throw balls.
You're
Okay.
you're talking Ted
It's-
Williams or
Sports
don't
ball
know.
reference.
What was the? Never mind. All right. You're able to toss a grenade in there. That's for sure. Is anybody else tossing grenades? Or just Jonathan?
I think Stack will too. Fuck these aliens.
Okay.
Oh,
Fuck
dear.
'em.
Spectre is a little nervous about the integrity of the
Remember
controls
what I
and
said?
all these grenades
How
are
much
gonna go off
damage
in
the
enclosed
grenades
space.
did?
4 harm
I
loud
know.
at the area.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath in there.
We might have to find the auxiliary controls.
Yeah.
Did we lose Brandon?
No, I'm waiting on Stack to roll.
Oh.
Okay.
Tough.
All right, Stack. What are you adding to your roll?
Kick some ass. I haven't actually heard. The
You can inflict terrible harm. You can gain advantage. You can suffer less harm, or you can force them where you want them.
I'm gonna suffer less harm.
That's fair. All right. So Betty shoots the door open. The door opens up wide, and Jonathan and Stack lob grenades into the bridge. A bunch of laser fire comes out. They were waiting, and basically they have like a line of defense, which you just blew up. But it's a firing line nonetheless. So both of you get hit. You both take 4 harm. Unless you have armor, it doesn't ignore armor.
I'm
Stack.
sorry, both of you is me and Stack
No,
or
no.
Jonathan and Stack?
Jonathan and Stack.
Stack.
They're the
Okay.
ones that are kicking ass.
Just checking.
Yep. And Stack, you take 1 less harm, so you take 3 harm.
And then 1 less from the my clothing.
Yeah. I'm
Before armor, he meant.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you take 3 harm instead of 4 harm, and then
Then I took less harm from.
And then you let. Okay, I know. You take 2
Okay.
harm.
That's what.
Sorry.
We're saying the same exact thing. And then whatever, Jonathan I think takes 2 harm total. You killed most of the defending aliens with those grenades. Well, I'll say there's 2 more in the back that weren't in the line, and they're firing at you. Does anybody else want to do anything?
I am going to God Laser one of the ones in the back.
Okay.
Oh, I have a new move I can use that might actually help.
Okay. Spectre,
What
you
did I do?
successfully
I
God
can't-
laser one of them.
I am going to use the take less damage option.
Okay. So this one doesn't have a rifle; it has a pistol. So you get shot and take 3 harm. You take
Okay.
-1 from your suffer less harm. You're
Okay.
able to like dodge most of the attack,
Hmm.
so it's like a glancing blow. Well, what do you want to do, Rosie?
I have
And that's
something called.
2 harm on that thing.
Yes. Yep. What, Rosie?
Hold on. I have something called Burn Everything. When you use magic to inflict harm, you can choose to inflict either 3 harm area magic obvious or 3 harm magic obvious. I think I want to do.
So 3 harm, ignore armor only attacks 1, and 3 harm area would hit both of them.
I want to do that. I gotta roll to magic.
Okay, so there is some backlash.
Sorry, everyone. I used luck earlier, so
You sure did. So everybody,
backlash on my spell will be extra nasty.
Oof.
Oh, fun.
Sorry, we needed that luck roll.
everybody takes 2 harm.
Ooh,
It hits everything. Everybody gets hit with this except for Rosie. So everybody takes 2 harm. It is not armor piercing because
So
the
it
spell,
does not.
if you have
It does not
armor,
ignore armor. Okay.
it is not armor
Cool.
piercing. Yes.
Cool.
We specified that
Alright.
the spell wasn't armor piercing when she cast it. So if you have
Got it.
armor, you don't take the damage.
It works. Excellent.
If you don't have armor, you take the damage or whatever. Okay. One of the one that Spectro fired lasers at, he dies. The other one is burnt and hurting, but he's still alive. And Betty, I think it comes back around to you.
I'm actually gonna read a bad situation and see how badly we've wrecked this control room.
You don't have to read a bad situation to see if the control room is fucked.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. In that case, I will shoot at the last standing guy.
Hey, you kill him.
Hey, I shot him.
He blasts you for 3 harm.
Okay, so 1
Wait.
harm.
Okay, never mind.
If somebody
Betty
wants
had
to roll to
armor.
protect, they can. If that's what you were saying.
I was about to, then I'm like, wait, Betty has armor. She'll be fine.
Yeah, you would
Yeah,
take more
I'm
damage
currently
than
okay.
Betty would. All right. Yeah, you shoot this alien right through the noggin, and he goes down. Now the room is empty of aliens. A lot living aliens. There's lots of dead aliens.
Dr.
Alright, so how
Wasney,
fucked is this
can you
control
get
room?
us to Earth?
Yeah, how fucked is the?
It's pretty fucked. You're pretty sure you can get control of the ship, but not good control.
Also, now that we have essentially taken over the mothership, can we end the signal to the robots on the planet?
Yes. In fact, I think your grenades probably ended that signal for you.
Woohoo!
We're gonna land. Whether we're in one piece afterwards, that's a different question. Are there escape pods on this vehicle, on this ship? Some kind of escape
I think
hatch or
I think
anything?
Rosie could tell you that there are.
There are. They were, and she takes a second before she points in the direction she remembers them being in.
Sure, you don't
Alright,
want
can
to
we
summon
set...
some toads to show you where they're at?
Alright, but someone's gotta land this thing, right?
Well, okay, so this thing is presumably filled with a bunch of aliens still, right?
There's more aliens on the ship, yes.
Is our goal to blow up the ship, or is it to land it and then clear it out with the rest of the military forces?
I don't see why we shouldn't land it and clear it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So here's the option I'm gonna give you. So when you spoke to Vice, he said he thought you could get the aliens to basically decide Earth isn't worth fucking with and leave you guys alone. If they think that you captured this ship, there is a chance, and this is something that at least some of you can figure out. There is a chance that they may see you as a threat, and they may see you as like you've now gained the technology to be a threat to them, and they may come back. But if you just
Okay.
destroy the ship outright, they will be less likely. They'll just say it's a lost cause. It'll take up. We'll get too many casualties trying to take Earth, and they won't come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the decision that you guys can make. I would say that not all of you can figure that out. You guys decide who can and can't figure that out.
I think that's a worry for
Uh,
Watney, but I think
I think-
Spectre and Betty
e-
would be the best ones to make
This is
that
a
case.
terrible time for Silk's fucking
I know.
connection to shit out. It is. It's crapping out.
Oh, we can't hear you, Silk.
I thought she was using her phone. What happened to that?
She was.
All right. Was it Dr. Wait, hold on. Was it Dr. Pice's orders to blow this thing up? Cause
He didn't-
significant damage?
He didn't really
didn't
give
give
you
specific
orders. He
orders
just
like
said,
that.
yeah, he just said get on board. Vice
Yeah, but
will,
didn't
if you take it down to Earth, Vice will be like, yeah, all right, we have the technology now. It's ours. But if you blow it up, he won't get upset.
Yeah.
So let me get straight. There's a way off this vessel, right?
Yeah. You have escape pods.
How many are there?
Enough for you guys.
Let's just tell the aliens to fuck off. Listen, if
Well,
we capture this, they're gonna get even more pissed, and they're gonna come back for vengeance. All right, let's just tell them to piss off.
I could agree with that logic. Simply destroy the ship and leave.
All
It
right,
will
but we
send
don't
a
want to destroy the
message.
ship here. We want to take it up higher to do that.
Dr. Watney?
I can do it, and I can overload the reactor, but we're not going to want to stick around for very long if I do that.
We
right.
have the escape pods. Jonathan and I will go to secure the escape pods while you work on that.
All right. Okay. Sounds good.
I'll stay here and watch your six, Doc.
Thank you. Let me guess.
I'll seal the door.
Someone is going to have to pilot this thing up until pretty last minute
Uh-huh.
and then take the escape pod.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
How far are you from how many advancements do you have now? 4?
I'm 7 XP away from getting all the way up to changing my playbook, but if this is going to be the last session of this, whatever.
It's going to be at the very least the last the finale of the season, but
Yeah.
I think it's likely that I don't know if I'm going to want to come back to this one or not. I'm not having as much fun with this one as I had with the other one.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll just do the dramatic self-sacrificey flies it through the end and jumps out last minute but gets a bunch of radiation poisoning bit.
Okay. So I'm not going to make anybody roll this. Yeah, you get into the atmosphere. You get up out of the atmosphere, and we'll say that you and Betty are, because Betty stayed to Here, let me ask you this question. Is Betty going down with Dr. Watney, or would you like Betty to get out?
I think we could roleplay this.
Well, I know.
I
Where I'm
think-
setting up the framework.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she would have left him by himself. That's not what she would do. So unless
Well,
something
what do
intervenes,
you want? Because I could work it so that you don't abandon him, but you also get off.
okay, I would like for her to survive. I think.
All right.
I mean,
So
I think
so
what I
this
was
is
gonna
what I
do-
think happens. So somebody shot the door that lets you in and out here, and now there's no way to control it. So when Betty walks through the door, it closes, trapping Watney inside.
Doc, I
So
can't get back in.
I think the camera pans back in, and
so then
he's hit a button to close the door.
let's rewind and let you guys role play this out. I just wanted to set up the framework.
Okay.
So all right, so you're getting you just breached the atmosphere.
All right. Okay. Well, we're out of the atmosphere. Oh man. I didn't think we'd ever get out.
Doc, can you
Out
open the
the way.
door? Can you get out from there?
No, it hasn't
Well,
closed yet.
this is we're
This
we're
is the
running.
moments
I'm sorry,
before that. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the
Got it.
moments before that happens.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's okay.
It shouldn't be too much longer. Why don't you head down, and I'll be right behind you.
Okay. I'll make sure the way's open for you.
Thank you.
And she'll start out the door.
All right, and yeah,
So
she
after
gets out the door.
After you walk through, I think something that you do when you overpower the reactors, like you get like a surge of energy, and basically the door slams shut behind Betty.
Dr. Watney,
Get
Dr.
going.
Watney,
I'll figure it out. Don't wait up for me.
can you open it?
I need to. I need to keep fighting. I need to keep flying it for a little bit longer, and keep make sure that they don't fix the reactor. Just get out of here. I'll get out if I can.
Muffin button.
Fine. I'll see if there's. Damn it.
Can you guys hear something?
Yeah, I could hear. So at this, she's on her phone.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're fine. I turned you up when you were quiet. So I think at this point in time, there's an alarm that starts to go off. There's a voice that comes over the loudspeaker, but you can't understand it. It's in the alien language. But it's pretty clear that this thing is reaching critical mass.
Fine. I'm gonna go, but don't give up. Keep trying to get out of there. Betty's gonna
Don't you
drive
worry.
after everybody else.
I'll make it work. Go.
Alright. Godspeed, Doc.
So you guys get back to the you get to the pod, and they're holding it open for you. Betty comes back alone.
Where's Watney?
Are you tripped?
We didn't lose you again, did we, Silk?
Son of a bitch.
Fuck!
Oh, okay, I can hear you. I can hear you. Oh, she can't hear us. Silk, we can hear
Betty.
you.
You can?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Betty, where's the
He
doc?
got locked on the bridge. The door shut behind me. He couldn't leave. He says he's gonna try to get out, but he's gotta pilot the ship, so I don't think he's gonna make it.
Jonathan kind of nods.
Let's go then.
Everybody in the drop pods.
But
Don't make me shove you in there.
we can't just We leave
We're
What we
him.
can do for him
in.
right now.
Rosie.
Trust me, we tried.
It sounds like
Rosie,
Rosie's
let's
making
go.
you just shove her in there.
Rosie, don't
Roll
make
the
the naked
kick
man
mask.
touch you. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
don't make the naked man touch me.
Naked dead man.
The naked ghoul.
You shall be.
He'll be fine.
exterminated.
Let's go. I got faith in the moron.
Come on, Spec. In you go.
Oh, Dr. Spectre is already inside.
He's
I
like
will-
buckled up, ready to fucking go.
Napkin.
He's
I
wearing his
will-
fucking landing helmet.
I
This isn't his
will
first time getting out while someone else does the heroic sacrifice.
All right, sorry,
I
Sarah.
will
Go
make-
ahead.
Jonathan will leave last, is what I basically want to do. He'll make sure everybody's all buckled in and shit, and then, like, off you go.
Okay. Yeah. You guys escape.
I feel like Stack manages to pilot this thing somehow.
Just like,
That's-
wee.
That seems like Stack stuff. like Fawn's magic.
Yeah, channel that Fawn's magic stack.
It would be really funny if like he fixed things with his magic by smacking them.
He pulls out his magic right, just starts snapping things, and it starts working.
All right. So yeah, you guys head back towards Earth. The ship keeps going higher and higher. Watney, you can't get the door open.
I think he's gonna keep trying and keep trying, and eventually, the alarms keep going and they get faster and faster and faster, and once they turn solid red, he starts to feel strange. He can tell that something is happening. There's like a burst of hot, dry wind throughout the ventilation, and like suddenly he's a little bit stronger, and he's able to sort of pry the doors very slightly open enough to get out. And he's gonna make his way, try to find the escape pods. His skin is pale and feels wrong, starting to look like it's sort of rotting away. His hair is starting to come out in clumps. He starts coughing. He's stumbling around. He turns a corner, leaning hard against a bulkhead. He sees the escape pods. The row of escape pods is one left, but an alien just rounded the corner too. They both look at each other. They both look at the escape pod. They start running for it. The alien gets there just a second before Watney does, but Watney grabs the alien by its calf, and his nails grow into the armor of the alien, and he manages to throw him out and dive into the escape pod and hit the button to get out just in time. He jettisons out. He looks back through the rear viewport that all escape pods apparently have, so they can watch their ship explode.
It's a design feature.
Yeah. And he sees, he's curled up in the fetal position. He's grasping his chest. He's shaking. He's shivering. He sees like lightning crackle across the ship, and then it starts to crack and warp, and boom, explodes, and he passes out.
So you guys are also watching through the conveniently placed porthole, and you see the last escape ship come out of there. You can't see who's in it, but like you have hope. And then the ship explodes, and it looks like the pod gets caught in the explosion. But then, like a couple moments later, the pod flies past you guys like it was jettisoned by the blast. It's moving faster, and it starts screaming towards Earth. You see it catch on fire and turn into a fireball as it careens towards Earth, and then smashes into the Earth's crust somewhere. Watney, you wake up in the wreckage of the escape pod, and you're alive, but you're. It would be really fun if Watney was in Siberia right now. Watney, you're in Siberia. You've crash landed in Siberia.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
So you wake
Okay, so
up
then-
in like a field of like in the tundra.
Yeah, I think he wakes up and he hears wind howling and he sees snow and he says he thinks, that's odd. And then he crawls towards the window. He looks out it and then the camera, shifts around and pans out from the escape pod and you just see like, a huge burn crash mark through the snow
Yeah.
and it's like taking off chunks of trees. There's like a big pine forest.
And there's like a farmer, and he's like standing off in the like to the side and just looking at you.
And like his
And then-
tractor has a hammer and sickle on it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last thing you see before the camera goes dark is fist punching out through the porthole.
All right. The rest of the crew, you land somewhere in America. You didn't get blown off course. You're not in New Mexico, but you land back in America. And where's another good UFO site that happened? We have time now because the fucking series is ending. Where's another good site that happened in the 1950s? 1950s UFO crash. Well, Mariana occurred in August 1950 in Great Falls, Montana. The film footage of the sighting is believed to be among the first ever taken of. So yeah, you land in Great Falls, Montana.
I feel that there's a herd of cows that get scattered as we come down.
There's definitely a herd of cows that get scattered.
Jonathan's gonna crawl out of his pod, kind of look around, look at the cows. Where the fuck? And then is everybody just in their pod still? Or are they crawling up?
It's one pod. You guys are all in the same one.
Oh, cool.
No, Dr. Spectra will clamber out of the pod.
Yeah, Stack will crawl out, offer Rosie a hand.
Yeah, Rosie will take his hand and crawl out as well.
I'm gonna offer Betty a hand.
Can I roll
Don't
sharp
take
to
the naked
investigate,
man's hand.
to
Take my naked
investigate a
man's hand.
mystery?
Sure.
Betty takes the naked man's hand. Thank you, Jonathan.
At least he didn't throw you a rope.
Okay, so I'm going to look up at the stars and at least estimate where we are.
All right. Yeah, you could look around and see that you're somewhere in the Rocky Mountains.
Okay.
And I don't know enough about Great Falls. Yeah, you're somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. You're in the north. You're not in like Colorado. So you have
Okay.
like a rough idea where you're at.
We seem to be somewhere north of Colorado in the Rockies. At least we're still in the United States.
All right, let's go get us a car and get out of here.
All right, and
I feel like this ends to like a 50s like slow dance song.
Jonathan turns to Spectro and says, "Why don't we move away from all of this? I'm tired of this." Supposed to be a lot of cats on Greece.
All right. So let's wrap this up. We'll give you guys experience just in case we decide to revisit the. If we do, we probably won't be doing aliens in New Mexico. We might change it up. So, everybody take a look at their goals and tell me whether or not you think you completed any. We'll start with Dr. Watney.
Well, my 3 goals were number 1, impress Dr. Weiss with competence.
I think you
Number
definitely
2.
did that.
Yep. Number 2, keep the party from fighting before we deal with the aliens.
I think you played a role in that a
Yeah.
little bit. Like people were being shitty,
Yeah.
so I would give you experience for that.
And then discover what the implant on the volunteer is.
You definitely did that.
Yep.
Yay!
So yeah, 3 experience for that. Betty.
My goals were ensure agency involvement in repelling impending alien invasion. Their involvement was no involvement, so that didn't happen.
Uh,
Uh,
they were involved in a
just
way.
through
Yeah.
yeah.
So I would
Yeah, I don't
give you experience for that.
okay. And the next one was obtain usable information from alien captives. That didn't happen in the way I envisioned, but between the sacrifices and the blood magic, I think that happened.
I think it happened. At the very least, you got information about that chip that was in your
Mm-hmm.
What was her name? Maggie.
And also determine weaknesses in alien technology from recently obtained samples. That did and didn't happen. Again, we determined for sure that they're weak to magic, but that was less to do with their technology and more to do with.
You are able to use their technology against them, so.
Yay! So 3 experience.
Yeah, I would say that you guys did all of those things. All right, Rosie.
Spook Spectro even more with her powers.
I'm not sure if that happened, Spectro.
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I was determined. I was gonna.
All right, so
try.
your next move is to just possess Spectro. That'll spook him out.
Figure out why Jonathan has taken an interest in my magic. I don't think I figured that out, but I feel like I took a step towards that.
Uh-huh. And did you have any other ones?
I forgot to erase the one, but I still had do more scary black magic shit.
Okay.
But...
I mean, you could do that again, right?
Yeah, I just don't want you guys to keep doing the same one over and over and over again. It would be really easy to make an experience mill. All right. I don't think you completed any of those.
Yeah.
Stack.
I flubbed up and forgot to write mine of the 2 replacements down, so the one I've got left
Do you remember what they were?
No, I don't at this point.
Okay.
The one I got left is still become better friends with Watney.
I don't know. Watney, do you feel like Stack became better friends with you before the end? Like this has been a several sessions wide
I think
focus.
I think Dr. Watney has definitely noticed that he's been trying. And they're not as antagonistic, but he does also notice that a lot of the times he tries haven't gone so great.
Guys, I don't mean this in a rude way, but it's 11:36. Can we just say yes, no, maybe so?
Sarah, if you want to go, we can just do Jonathan. You can go.
I only have one, so that's all I need to worry about.
Okay. Then
and the other 2 I failed, so that's okay.
Okay, so what are yours? What's the one
Good
that you?
Repelling the Alien Menace. The other 2 didn't make it.
What was it?
Polish off the Alien Menace. The other 2 I didn't do.
Okay. Then yeah, you get experience for that. I can let you know how much experience we get from the questions.
No, I can wait. I'm just saying, like, can we just kind of?
I'm not going to make everybody rush if they don't want to. So. Like I said, I can let you know if you have to go. Okay. Uh, so Watney, is that a yes or a no to becoming better friends?
Hesitant, yes.
Okay, then yeah, you get experience for that. Spectra.
So so he did thwart the alien invasion.
Yep.
And I think he used he used the loot from the spaceship for personal gain.
Yep.
Because I think sacrificing that alien to his god is probably some pretty big juju.
Yeah.
Um, and then he did not get he did not complete the third objective.
Okay. So that's 2 experience. Now let's go over the questions. Did we complete a mission or contract? Obviously, yes. That's 1
Yep.
experience. Did we
Yeah.
learn something new and important about the universe? I think that's probably a yes. Did we make a new enemy or thwart an existing enemy? Obviously,
Yes.
obviously yes. And was there a big moment that hinged on a crucial role?
There was a
Yes.
few, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So everybody gets 4 experience.
That puts me at
Sweet,
exactly
that's
enough.
another level.
All right, then we're done with this campaign. Thank everybody who watched. I appreciate it. Everybody have a good night. Well, I'll let everybody know what's down the pipeline. The next thing that we decide to stream. Thank you for watching.